What's good, my brother?
What is going on, my brother?
What's popping? What's popping? What's new and improved?
Yeah, those in the chat before we do our roll call. I'm only using the avatar now because I got to make my little man some food. He wait till I start the live. You know how kids are. But even before that, I guess we could start doing our roll call right now. And I'll start from the top. Mobland, Boston Red 2, Adamo Productions, Teresa Murphy, Chicago Muscle, Angel
Chicago.
Gotti, Code of the Streets, Matty Marinara, all of a sudden, Mike Ward. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out with us at the No Fly Zone, and also our undercover supporters that are in the chat.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know that one, bro.
So
Definitely.
what's going
Well,
on, Mike?
not much, man. Matty, what's happening, brother? Shit, bro. Same old, bro. We're missing one of our brothers today. He had some stuff he had to attend to. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way
Yeah,
it is. You got to attend to your
yeah.
shit, right?
Big Lou had to take care of some personal business, and while we here, I guess we did our little shout outs. We got
Yep.
our brothers, Matty Marinara. We got Code of the Streets. We'll be dropping the link so they can jump on.
Mm.
And this is basically going to be a freestyle show where we're going to talk about anything, voice our opinions, and have a good time.
Yep. That's what we gonna do. We keep it real. We keep it respectful, and we ain't got no problems, right?
Oh, yeah. Before we start, I wanted to address something as far as what's been going on.
Do it.
When we created this No Fly Zone channel, we wanted to basically have an open dialogue, and we also didn't want to restrict everybody from coming in. But I've been doing this for a while, and I understand who are the good people and who I consider the bad people. There will be a few that pop up here and there, like they have in other channels. We don't regulate that different. We're gonna regulate it different. I
Yes.
know who you are. So if you decide to come in here while you go support those other clowns doing all the despicable stuff, you're not welcome here. So don't even bother to come in the comment section and voice your opinion on stuff as far as matters, as far as going against individuals that we like. We're not entertaining that nonsense here. You will be put, you will be hidden. It's just that simple. I watched that go on today in somebody else's chat, and we're not having that here.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Definitely.
Code and Maddie will be dropping the link for you, gentlemen.
It's already down. Dropped it for them. Whenever they ready, they pop on.
BK Shaolin, good to see you, bro. They got that. They got one of your replicas running around again. Maverick, how you doing? Buffalo Billy, good to see you.
Yeah,
Pretty
don't worry.
Monita, always a pleasure. King NYC, what's good, my brother? Edward Everett, my brother, good to see you. The Ndu and Vito, always a pleasure. And the man himself, who I call the Bionic Man, Chicago Muscle Forever.
There you go. What do you mean, Chicago? Oh, that's right. Man, Chicago. You see, let me put this up real quick. Chicago said no wrench. Yeah, because the other Chicago muscles got the wrench. Remember? Man, I got you, my brother. Boom.
Yeah, BK. He was in
Latin
BK
Payne.
Silent. The fake BK Silent was in Chicago Muscles channel talking a whole bunch of junk, and I knew he was the fake.
Yeah, you know how that works, bro.
We got Latin Payne in the house. Glad you stopped by, brother.
Yeah, bro. Listen, it is what it is. Hold on, bro. All right, so listen. I had to do something just now, and I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. But we have things on here where if we're having an interview with somebody, we don't drop links. Okay, we don't drop links so somebody could come on and talk about somebody else or beef or whatever. Now, we just threw something on, and again, We're talking. I threw out a link for two people to come in specifically. Carlos, we spoke about this, correct?
Absolutely.
Somebody picked up the link to want to cause beef on our show with another person that's in the chat. I'm not having that. So I just kicked them right off of the damn thing. I'm not playing that.
Hey,
Go do some other chat.
absolutely. And
With that being said, let me throw Mr. Code of the Streets on.
What's up, fellas?
I mean, he's on. What's going on, brother?
oh, my
Congrats on
brother.
the show, man. Yo, that logo is pretty sick.
Appreciate that, brother. And Nelson, when you get a chance,
Yo, yo.
you know what time it is. Maddie got his own channel, and I'm pretty much down with giving our content creators that have their own channels a wrench.
Got you,
And
got you.
he has his own content, so it's as well Code get his wrench.
Hey, man. You know, Carlos, we talked on the phone. I wasn't really in this fight, man. I was standing with, now they say that there's this new evidence coming out that's gonna about the hit that's gonna prove MRE this. Listen, what grown man worries about another grown man what he does in the confinement of his own home? He's always showed us respect. He's come after rats. I watch him go after pedophiles. I watch him do whatever. After tonight, I'm not going to talk about it. And I like Nelson's shit. Nelson, how do you contain yourself, man? Because the drama, like, I tried to get out of it. They came at me hard. They wouldn't even let me in this chat.
You know what it comes down to, bro? And you should really think about it. So us being from that other side, we're used to dealing with that real shit.
Yeah, I got you.
This shit, bro, once you shut it off, click,
That's it, right?
it's a done deal, bro.
Finito.
Now
Yeah.
if it's front and present, then it's a different story, but it don't bother me.
Yeah, there was 20 hours they called my house yesterday. I didn't see SoFlo when I went on there. He didn't ask me about that. He hates doxing. And then, not only that, I couldn't even say nothing. They muted me, because what I did say for Hall, go back and look at the tape, read my lips. I said, why is my name in your mouth? I was muted. Why is my name do you have proof Chicago Muscle did whatever? And again, even if he isn't who he says he is or MRE, whatever, what do we like? We act like we grew up together. We're just learning each other. We don't really know who's who, what's what. We try to show respect, build a community, but people stop at nothing, bro. Really,
They do it. Listen, I got some calls last night, bro, and it's like I said, and my brother could tell you, bro, I tend to analyze shit a lot sometimes, a little too much. But at the end of the day, I pick up a lot of things, bro, and it is what it is.
I got
You
some
catch
heat,
on,
man.
you catch on to shit.
Yeah, I got
Chicago
some.
Muscle, my brother. You know how I feel. I got mad respect for you, my brother. But we had this situation before with Buffalo Billy. Buffalo Billy is a troll, and you might not agree with Buffalo Billy, but Buffalo Billy is a friend of the channel, my brother. I know we've had this thing going back and forth, and there's nothing against you, but there's certain individuals that you might not like or disagree with that happen to be friends of this channel, and Buffalo Billy is one that's a close friend. I don't only talk to Buffalo Billy here; I talk to Buffalo Billy offline. So you want to bang him in the head for 300 seconds, that's cool, but we won't hide that man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a rough one, bro. But you know what? At the end of the day, you can see through a person.
Oh, I got
You
some
can see
breaking
it.
news. If it's okay to announce it, it's for our community.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
told me I can. They said, hold on.
You speak it, brother. You speak it.
All right, so you guys know already. MRE stepped down from We Push Back, right? Did you guys know that?
I figured he would do that because he doesn't want to bring heat to the movement. Same way he's distanced himself from Angel. And you know what? At the end of the day, that's a lot of respect for that man. For, saying to understand he don't want to bring unwanted attention to his friends.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
respect that.
that's another part of his character that people tend to overlook. Same thing with my brother Chicago Muscle.
Yeah, Chicago Muslims, man. Whatever they want to say about him or whatever they feel. Like I said, like Nelson, I heard you speak a few times, man. People are entitled to not like, but when you call my house 20 times, you talk shit, my name's in your mouth, in your show. Nelson, I said nothing about them. Yep. I go in there and I get blocked. They kick me out. I can't say nothing. To me, you talk about show your face. Tony Soflo, I came on your show, you blocked me, bro. You wouldn't let me talk. What's the matter with you, huh?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and I don't want to start drama here. I don't want to do none of that. But what's right is right, man. You know,
yeah.
and to be honest, how you do 22 years and your friends are back in jail, not seeing their kids, their mother, or father, and you're out. And, look, it is what it is, man. But to come at me for that and then I can't speak, it just shows that, you know, like you say, you analyze, I was analyzing too.
Yep.
They won't let me speak because they probably know that I have an argument, number one. Number two, like, I'm not going to scream and yell and curse.
It's not in the agenda.
No, exactly it.
It's not in the agenda.
So,
Yeah, we will show respect here as far as our friends. Buffalo Billy, behave yourself as well, so
Yeah,
Chicago Muscle don't have to bang you over the head.
that's right.
And I want to give a shout out to Spiky. She has
Mikey,
always
what's up?
been very respectful. She
That's
has a
what's up.
wrench in someone else's chat, but I don't hold that any against her because she's always been very respectful. And Spiky, welcome. You're always welcome here, Spiky.
well, I got news
For
for you.
sure.
They're coming hard. Supposedly, I mean, look, they've already started on me. So everybody in the chat, be careful. Like Nelson said, people in your chat, like, don't even your best thing. I wish Nelson, I would have did that shit before, but like I didn't snap today. Months ago I did, and I wish I never did. But today I tried to just address it. I wasn't losing my mind, and I still could get an answer. But guys in the chat, please be careful because these guys are hackers. They're professionals, and they talk about snitching and everything, but they talk about hacking people right on things. So just be careful,
Yeah,
everybody. Yankees, what's up?
it is what it
Chicago
is.
Muscle so bad. That guy, I like that guy. He's
He
so
don't
bad.
stop, bro. He look. Imagine they took his channel down. Nels, what do you think
Yeah.
about that?
No, that was bullshit, bro. That's
Yeah,
bullshit. How you gonna? Okay, so the man is going after these creeps that are doing some real fucked up shit, point blank.
yeah.
Now they take him down, but yet the one that's over there talking about moon cricket, this and that, and wives, he's good. He's good. And that's what I don't understand. How people can just look bypass certain things like that. I'm like, nah, man, For a fact, I know Chicago's a real dude.
Yeah.
Down to earth, cool as hell. So,
Well, I
I don't get
talked
it.
to somebody earlier that says they know him and said he's the real deal, and I never doubted that. But what I was trying to say is, Carlos, like we are saying, even if he wasn't the real deal, like, is that really on us or him? He's the one saying he's something that he's not. Like we again, I said, Nelson, we don't know. Like we're learning each other. These
Yep.
guys on the other side act like they're gonna have parties. Go do what you want. You don't know these people. These dudes might rob your house, try to fuck your girl. I mean, I want
Yep.
to curse, but I don't know. It's ridiculous,
Yeah,
man.
like look, Chicago said it right there. Me and Chicago have offline conversations. You know what I'm saying? So
This
I
is
know
why I was saying that today in Lefty's chat. You know, shout
Yeah,
out to Lefty. I still like Lefty as a person, but I can't deal with that chat and the fact that his open policy lets all these backstabbing, double-sided agents go in there and voice their opinion. And
yes,
the replica thing is really, really serious to me. He should
that's
be banned from the jump. We don't allow replicas at all or any disrespect. So this is one of the reasons. And I know Lefty, my brother, might take it personal, but I tend to distance myself. I tend to go outside the box over there when I see these other guy simps come in there and try to spin narratives. And even if it's a free voice, we don't want to hear that nonsense. At the end of the day, you're not going to tell me how who to watch or spill some bogus stuff. But I got to take 5 minutes to make sure the boy is straight. I will be
Carlos,
back.
you're very calm though. You never lose your cool, bro.
Carlos. Carlos a spitfire, boy. He go from 0 to 100 real quick.
It's funny though too, because it's like you watch like because they said I'm friends with Chicago Muscle MRE. They were calling my house saying I'm a racist. Racist. Watch yourself. Get ready. Your house. Whatever. Listen, I could only pray that somebody would try to come here because it wouldn't end well for them. It wouldn't end well for the families. And I don't say as a tough guy just because I would never threaten somebody. I'm coming. You know what I mean? I just because like you probably old school rules. If you cross that line, it is what jail. Nothing. Everything cancels out.
We
And you
never
take,
we never had that, man, where you went
nah.
online and threatened somebody and said, I'm gonna whoop your ass and just continuously do that. Nah, it was I see you when I see you. Boom, point blank. That was it. It was a wrap.
Yeah,
No,
man.
but we don't see that here. But
Where's Big Lou at? Is he on here too?
no, Big Lou had to take care of some stuff, man. Some
Shout out to
personal
Big Lou,
stuff.
man. I like him. I watched the way dude was trying to he was manhandling some dude that was talking shit to him. That was pretty cool, man. That was pretty
Yeah,
funny. But the one thing,
it is.
I don't know if I wanted to ask you a question, Nelson.
Yeah,
Now this thing's all out of hand, everybody, but
yeah.
what merit do they have? Like they dog a dude, like, and I'm not after tomorrow. I'm not talking about this. To dog a dude like MRE, Chicago Muscle, but then you have a guy like Tony Pizza right on your panel because he shows his face. I don't judge people. I'm just saying, isn't it hypocrisy? It's a double
Yes,
standard.
it's 100%. If you're gonna go, okay, so you're gonna take, let's just say the MRE thing. These people come out with this story, all this bullshit, this and this and that. You just judge them without even seeing everything completely. You just judge them. He's guilty. That's it. But yet, like you said, you got pizza on your channel in front of you, a dude that proof is in the pudding. He did everything, and you're allowing him? Nah, man, that's all bullshit.
Well, I think, and I got one more question. I hope you don't mind. I mean, look, I've been out of the street a long time. I still coach. I have friends, bike clubs, friends, and guys in South Philly all over. I'm respected. I was just at a funeral with a bunch of guys sitting at the table. Probably all of them did about collectively probably 60 years. I'm not saying that made them smart. They never told, like John Gotti. He went on and, but not only do I think it's dead and everything's, but I do believe that everything they're doing has to come back because when you speak, like every time the guy with the pizza man, I never came at him until today because I've never said none of their names. They were all coming at me, the whole chat, calling me racist, white supremacist. I just showed a video from my hood when nephew was killed.
Yeah.
All black neighborhood. Like, I could go to North Philly. I don't have that hate. My parents immigrated from Italy, weren't taught racism. And to be honest, what I'm getting at is even if somebody is, like, I'm sure Spanish people who hate certain people. I know blacks, whites. Like, who are we to judge somebody's demeanor, man? I mean,
Yep.
as long as you're showing respect, whatever you do in the confines of your house. But I think these guys are barking up the wrong tree. I think it's all going to backfire on them, man. What do you think?
My take on it, it absolutely will at the end of the day. But look what's going on. Like me, I stay in everybody. I watch everybody's shows. Let's be honest, because I like to see what's coming. And that the best thing, know your enemy exactly. So this is why I do. I watched a little bit of Peace's channel, and the same people that he went at and talked about their wives, same person he docs, they have wrenches in
I
Peace's
know,
channel
man.
now. And in
I
the
know.
process of watching that show, somebody, JC, the YouTube whore, brought up something on Chicago and brought up something on Armchair NBA. And if you watched our past couple of shows, Armchair has distanced himself from this whole mob genre and is going to focus on his business. And it wasn't a fake retirement. He actually decided to distance himself from here. But yet they brought his name up today, and the pig, disgusting racist that lives in his car decided to go at him and show his despicable self in the channel and said, yeah, his TikTok wife and my child, referring to that he impregnated her and his future baby is going to be his. So
Carlos,
at the end,
I'm sorry. This is very important. I would never do this, but see this Oliver Sutton right here?
Yeah.
He's a good dude. He says, code of the streets. JC putting it out there that I said, I've never, go look at any tape. I'll spend $1,000 right now. I've never claimed to be a 1%er. I grew up under a 1%er flag in Philly. My uncle was the president. I don't talk about who, what, when, how, where. You can figure it out. JC, that dude's a clown. I had a problem with him before.
Yeah.
To be honest, he can say what he wants. Show me the tape, JC. I got $1,000 right now where I ever said I was a 1%er. Said I'm not a one. Listen, I'm sorry. Do you guys mind if I just do this real quick?
Do it, man. Do
you
it.
good. You good, brother.
I got
Feel
a lot
comfortable.
of respect for 1%ers, man. I roll independent. Now, do I ever not claim that I might support some? Yeah, I mean, that's whatever. But look, I'm respected. That's not going to work with me. But the dude, JC, like, what do I got to do with you now? My name's in your mouth. Like, don't ever lie, man. Don't lie and say I said I was a 1%er because I never said that.
That man
And
is like a
Why don't you
doorknob,
come
bro.
to Philly and talk to some of these 1%ers that I know my whole life, and they'll tell you I've never acted like that. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I have to shut that down because I've never said that.
You good, bro.
No, you're absolutely right, and you have free voice here, my brother. You're part of this this family,
Thank
and
you,
we
bro. I
won't suppress
appreciate you
that.
guys. Let me come on here and
And I
speak.
think it says clearly on your cut, independent.
Yeah, and look, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I don't hide. I wear a support patch for a certain club. I mean, I've been around him since I was 10 years old. Chicago Muscle, we talked about it. He might be on another side. Like I never claimed to say I was a 1%er. He's lying, that dude. And to be honest, he's from the West Coast, right?
Yep.
I know
Man, I don't
so
know where
many
that dude
dudes.
from.
I know so many guys out there, man, in clubs all over, and you never know who you're talking to. So he should just watch his mouth because, he doesn't know me. And it's the second time that he's put my name in his mouth. And like I said, I don't want to do the drama here, Nelson. I apologize, Carlos,
You good,
but
You
I
don't
bro?
got to
have to
be a man.
apologize, my brother. You don't. After what's been
JC,
happening to you, you don't have to apologize.
JC, I'm talking to you right now. You did this before. Show me where I said I was a 1%er. You can't. So that means you're lying. So when you can't produce that paper and you can't that whatever you call it, that sketch or that video clip, then how you gonna go back to all your friends like Oliver and show all these people who heard you say that you're lying, man? Like this is what you guys do. Stop at nothing. Like, come on, man. Don't put shit out there like that because listen, most guys can get effed up for that, but the reason why I'm not worried is because them guys know I would never ever say that. So I'm good here where I'm at. I'm just saying, keep my name out of your mouth, JC, man, for real. Like I don't even know you, dude.
Yo, that
So
dude's been
anyway,
on
okay,
every
guys.
show that had drama. Every show that's had drama, he's been on.
Yeah, man. It's like it's just But to say if I didn't know people, right? Like right now, I won't even get into too much. But like I said, growing up in that, my father always taught me respect. Never underestimate anybody, right? But like Nelson and Carlos, like that could be serious, man. Like, what if I did know people? You're gonna put shit out like that? Like, oh man.
Yeah, you
No,
can't
no,
rock
Jay
with that, bro.
Oliver, I didn't say you're his friend. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, if you talk to him, call him and tell him there's $1,000 right now if he could show me where I've ever said I was a 1%er. I'm just being honest. Like to me, it's like just like what they did with the other shit with Chicago Muscle. They're calling me white supremacist. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Carlos. I'm hanging with you. I'm starting to respond.
Nah, you
Yeah,
got
you're
bro.
doing
That's
good, my
all it
brother.
is.
And you don't have to apologize. You are part of this family, my brother. You voice your opinion
Yep.
because what's been happening to you in the last couple of days is wrong. But
Yeah.
it's like I was saying, pizza went at this man's wife and kids again. He cannot change who he is. And these clowns are all in there laughing at it because they happen to not like Tom. It goes to show you the hypocrisy and it's highlighted with them.
Well, I see your video
They stand
too.
for nothing.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They stand for nothing. They stand for nothing. And that's the difference.
I'm sorry, bro. Somebody sent me a video earlier, Nelson, of the guy that they talk about with the football thing on his head, whatever. I don't say his name. Never had a problem with the guy. But I seen a video where he's screaming in the camera saying about telling or his friend, and I don't want to see anybody's friend. His friend was killed or whatever. But so because if just because somebody does your friend, like all I'm saying is we all knew going in the rules. We all knew going in.
Yep.
And even in here, everybody in here with these chats and some of these clowns, like even with the Chicago Muscle, be careful sometimes, man. You never know who somebody is. I'm not saying I'm anybody, but like Carlos always been good to me. Nelson, I just met you. You're showing me, man, respect. I will always give it back. I'll never, ever disrespect somebody first. And do you think these guys do it just because there's no ramifications? There's no more smacked in the mouth? Like,
There you go. You just said it. It's a different story when it's face to face.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Anybody, you got to remember something. When people come on YouTube, they can become whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they do the avatar thing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
It's
well,
also
how could I do that, Carlos? Everybody can just go look at my channel. If you look, my first video, I'm at a cancer run, September, and it says I'm code of the street. I say I'm an independent. I never ever, first off, I would never say that because them guys earn that thing, number one. Number two, it's just, why do they lie, man? Why do they just make shit up? Like, it's just, they would never say it to your face, none of them. And like, Baffa's in here. Baffa was on the show earlier. He said he was mad at Chicago Muscle, right? And for blocking him, but yet he said he texted me and he didn't. And I'm not trying to fight with Boffa, but I'm just saying, like, everybody on here, man, watch what you say, watch what you do, because there's a thing called the record button. People can always call you back out. So I don't know. I'm off that shit now, bro. Thanks for letting me get that out. I appreciate it.
There's a lot of things that I mean, one thing about being on YouTube and online in general is things that you say will come back to haunt you. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And when you talk and you spit them words out, the words are like bullets, brother. You can't take them back.
nah, man. And
You
you
can't
know,
take them back.
you
It's
guys grew
absolutely
up. You're Puerto Rican. I grew up like Italian. My parents from Italy. Like, the way that I grew up was to be loyal to your friends and the people you stand by until they give you a reason. Like, okay, say tomorrow we find out. Say you guys find out tomorrow I'm not who I said I as. I put 30 people in jail. You think I'm going to expect you guys to talk to me? No. But these guys lie and say shit because they get away with it. Number one, and number two, like, they didn't expect, like Carlos was saying, they didn't expect us all to be coming together like this. Like,
No.
we're building it. Look at everybody's coming together. Big Lou, like, everybody. Like, this is cool shit, man. So
Yeah.
I hope we can just stay together.
It
we
is what
will.
it is, man.
They will not. They won't break this movement. They won't break this movement. They won't do this. We're not like they're fanatical buy everything supporters. You know, at the end of the day, we have logical brains, logical thinking minds, and we draw our own conclusions. And at the end of the day, we need proof on a lot of stuff. And again, I'll go back to
Yep.
MRE. You can say whatever you want about every marking that he has on the body. I could just know from dealing with the man, from my experience with him, and he's not showing me any of that. So that's what I'm gonna go by. And you can try to spin the narrative however you want.
Oh,
It is not going to
yeah.
work.
Chicago muscles proved he's just a little short guy, though, man. You know what I mean? And I'm just
Chicago's
joking.
5'1", bro. He gotta stop playing
He's
that shit.
5'1", man. He ain't nothing, man. He, you know
He's
what I'm
like Lou.
saying?
Lou's
He rides
5'2".
a trike, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chicago muscle ain't doing nothing now. He's cool shit. But no, it's funny because when you do stick up for people, like now that I met you and Carlos, nowhere I'm at, I'm not gonna let people just talk shit. Like, that's just not what it is. But I'll tell you what they did in the last 2 days to me,
Yeah.
or whatever, the 20 hours, calling my mom and calling the cell phone
Yeah,
and
that
making
shit ain't cool,
threats.
man.
No, I say to one more thing to JC and SoFlo and all these guys out there. You said doxing was the most disgusting thing in the world, but they did it to my mom, 80 years old. I don't hear. Wait, Carlos Nelson, do you hear anybody talking about that?
Mm-mm.
Well, it
That's
is what it is. You hear all this stuff, man. And listen, if a dude's gonna make videos about your significant other, about people jamming her up the rear end and this and that and blah blah blah, and you gonna be okay with that? That
It's
shows a
you know
lot.
what it has a lot to do with respect, and it
Yep.
has a lot to do with inner respect. You have a certain inner respect, none of that will be okay with you. It shouldn't be okay with you, but it goes to show you when you can actually stand there and back somebody who went at you not just a couple of times, multiple times,
Yeah.
gone at your family, gone doxed you, gone at your wife, and you can sit on a show alongside her, and everything's all good because he said sorry. How many times has that man said sorry and gone back the next day and done that? He's done it across the board. He has done that constantly. He has shown over and over and over again who exactly he is. So has Johnny Schmack, Captain Sugar Britches. So has JC. JC's been passed around this community. Forget about it, like a rag doll.
He's
yeah.
like a
Well, Bob,
doorknob,
look,
bro.
whatever they
Everybody
feel
turn
about
that way.
Bob, I don't want to joke about mental health because I don't know what anybody has. I don't. I try. Somebody said something about mental health, and I try not to do that because you know what? Like, these guys are striking anybody for everything. They said my channel's next. I don't even know why. Whatever do I pray? Oh, and they say I hide behind the Bible.
Now, you know what, man? And I'm gonna keep it real with you. A couple of years back, I had this thing where a couple of cats, friends of mine that wanted to be. Now, I'm Catholic, born and raised Catholic. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
So I went and I was the altar boy, did the whole 9 yards. When you're from Brooklyn, that's what you did. You went into church, you did this. Well, I got kicked out for all kind of stupid shit, but that's another story. So I went, man, and I read the Bible, and I've always, when I got in trouble, it was the book. You know what I'm saying? So when I see people on here like you talk and shit like that, and you put out that message, you know what I mean? At the same time, you're keeping people, how can I explain it, with an open mind. So they'll
Yeah,
think about it. You know what I'm saying? But then I
yeah.
see people that say, God this, God that, and totally different output. You know what I
But
mean?
that's
They'll
what I'm
start to
saying. They
tell.
said I do that. Do you feel like I say something with
Nah,
God
bro.
in
Listen, we're humans. We're men. You know what I'm saying?
it?
So I could tell you, yo, Cole, God bless you, my brother, this and that. But then I get mad at you and say, you fucking prick. Does that mean I'm a bad person? No, man. I'm a human.
If
That's
we
all it
stop
is. I'm
talking
human.
tomorrow, yeah, like if we had a falling out right now and we stop talking, I'm not gonna say Nelson's family, he's a bitch,
Yeah,
Carlos. Like
bro.
to me, it's like if that's it, like it is what it
Yep.
is. But these guys, I think the reason why they wanted to come for me is because they know I'm not gonna hit that hard back because I don't want to. But I do believe, and this is not a threat, this is a promise. There was a guy's calling my house. Like, I don't know how you guys will feel. I mean, I'm a religious guy, but I'm not perfect. I'm still a man. I will run into some of these guys sooner or later. I will never act on violence, put my hands or doing anything. But some people might, if I see across the street, yo, why'd your docs call? To
Yeah.
me, it's like what you can't even do that because then they call the cops, they jam you up. So it's like you can't do shit. But you know what? Hey, man, my mom, my dad, my son, like you crossed the line. There was no reason for that. Call my phone, call me scumbag low. I don't even care. But not
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
mom
Yeah.
and tell my mom like your son's like, will you raise a piece of shit, low life, like just lying. Like my mom's starting to get some dementia. My father, like, whatever. Like I could take it. I understand it comes with it, but I
Drop a
just
link, Nelson.
I just think it's disgusting. But thank guys.
No,
Thanks for letting me come on and talk. I appreciate you, Nelson.
Oh, nah, bro. You
you're
come on when
always
you
welcome here, my brother. You're always welcome
Same with
here.
you guys, man. Come on my show whenever. I love the name though. Well, who came up with that, Big Lou?
Which one?
The No Fly Zone Ricans. Who came up with that?
I forgot who came up with that, Carlos.
Me.
Ah, there you go. Yep. The no
It
fly
was,
zone week.
you know what the no fly zone stood for in the hip hop community. It basically meant it was a
I know what
reference
it
to
means.
when rappers go to other, communities. So we wanted to have a open dialect, no nonsense, 100% real conversation, and we decided to ride with that name. And my brothers all agreed to use it as the title because that's one thing. We all work as three of us. We're a team, so we all agree and we take votes. As two might agree on something, and if Lou and Nelson decide that this is what they want to do, I'm all for it, even though if I might not feel a certain way, but I'm going to ride with them because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to ride with my brothers, whether they right or wrong, and we'll get it right later.
That's awesome, man. And that
Yep.
and that's what I think. Like even like it just shows with the whole thing with MRE and with the Chicago. It's like the first thing they want you to do is denounce people, run away from them. Like they don't even care just because that's what they want you to do. We don't like them, so you can't talk to them. Well, I usually do whatever I want anyway, and respect people. So you know, it's crazy, man. Well,
Yeah, it's nuts, bro. I just fly.
how do they talk shit begging me to come on? I go on your show and I can't even say a word, man. He won't even let me on my face until I answer the question. And I
It's
just
it's
said, you have proof that Chicago Muscle, and they cut me out. Like, I'm not going to sit here and bash the dude Chicago Muscle. I don't do that shit. I'm not a fake dude. Now, like I said, if that was the truth and there was proof and we all saw that, at the end of the day, whether we agree with it or not, like, who are we to judge anybody? That's all I was ever trying to say.
Yep.
it. I gave it the perfect label. It's a comedy show over there because at
Oh,
the end
yeah.
of the day, they truly don't stand. What they do there is say words and it doesn't mean anything. Like I was asked a question and they were speaking in general. I jumped in the chat and wanted to know where we stand, and I straight out told them the no fly zone Rinkins stand with MRE, and he immediately blocked me. And that's fine. I understand. I don't dig your channel. The only time I went on that channel one time was to kill a narrative that they were trying to say for Chicago Muscle. I never really liked that guy from the beginning. You can ask my brother Nelson. We gave his partner Nikki Blade some light at the end of the day because I thought he was cool. But
Oh, man. Yeah, right? Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's not cool. I watched your best friend block him for him speaking embarrassed him, and it took another content creator to go on that same show, which was Lee Cole the third, and Lee Cole the third told him, "Why would you do that to your partner? Why would you just mute him and block him and show him that
Yep.
disrespect?" Nikki Blade then proceeded to message him, and I guess voice his opinion. And at the end of the day, I would never disrespect my brother Big Lou. I would never disrespect Nelson. We wouldn't disrespect each other like that by muting somebody and silencing them. But it goes to show you how he gets
I
down.
just wish you could have heard what I was saying, bro. And he knows because he heard that. He thought he was gonna chump me, clown me, and I was like, "Yo, bro, my name's in your mouth." Nick, all I ever listen, just so we know, all I ever said to them, Nelson, I said, Nikki Blade. I sent him a message one time. I said, "You talk about Christianity, let's do a show." Never heard nothing. He was on the show. I said, "Yo, I've sent you a message, never heard." He said, gave me a message. He stopped by one day, and then all of a sudden he's on the show saying that, I'm not like questioning my faith and this, that, and the other thing. When, hey, look, man, the guy's a self-proclaimed hacker, and I don't get it. Like, that's what kind of life you live. You hack people, you make money. I know they're hacking me. They did it to my chat, doxing me, but that's okay. It's like pick and choose battles, man.
Yeah.
But I think that their time's up. I really do. I mean, how much more of that bullshit can you do? How much more can you just lie? And it's ridiculous, man. And then lie saying I'm a 1%er. Like, yo, I don't know where you guys come from, but where I come from, false flagging, false representing, bro. Listen,
Yeah, they rocking you.
Tore up.
They rocking you. I know that.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, if JC was in my neighborhood and they knew that he was lying because he is, he'd get fucked up worse than me. For just putting an accusation out like that. So just shows that these guys never been in the street. I say it all the time. They've never been through nothing. And to be honest, again, I stand on this. Whatever MRE, whatever they feel, whatever they want, the guy didn't run. He's still there. He bashes pedophiles. They want us all to come here and fight. And like Carlos said, Carlos, I appreciate it again. Like, I'm glad we all got to stick together, man, because, we weren't raised like that. We were raised different. And we got to stick together to show them guys that we stand for something, not just the we respect, morals, integrity. We have mutual respect. If you guys told me right now, Code of the Street, your whole chat, you're a clown, I hate you, get up, I would say, all right, no problem, and then I would leave. Like, I'm not going to spend every day bashing you guys, calling, wishing you bad, your family. I don't do that, but they do that, So I think Carlos has the right answer, man. I think we just got to keep going and stick together and just let these guys just keep talking, man,
Yeah. See, like my thing, as long as I'm getting feedback, and whether it be negative or not, from people that I have a mutual respect for, that I know, like subscribers here, I can listen to that and I can take it. But if you're from those guys over there and what they stand for, and you want to voice your opinion on me, like today, they was like, I don't stand for nothing. I don't stand for this. I listen to all that stuff. But at the end of the day, your opinions don't matter, because look who you represent. So it does not mean anything to me. What all the words you want to say about me mean nothing. I know who the man I am. But before you start pointing your fingers and commenting, look at where you at. Look at the channel you in. Look at the nonsense that's going on. You have no reason to talk, no reason to say anything at all.
And Nelson, do you feel like too? Like, do you notice, Carlos? Do you notice that these guys drop names a lot too? Like the guy in Florida, the other guy, like who they know, and like, isn't that dry snitching too? You're talking about dudes who might have criminal past. Like, to me, it just don't make sense, man. Like, they want to have everybody on a yacht, everybody kumbaya, all these people who told, who didn't, and that's what they want to do. And he wants to bring the peace. Well, if you bring the peace, you would have let me in your chat. You would have let me talk, explain myself, not cut me off and mute me. So for everybody, again, for the umpteenth time, with Carlos and Nelson, what they say, what I say, what we stand for, we don't act like that. We're here because this is what we're trying to do. I didn't want to get in this shit. They put me in it, but I'm here, man. And Carlos, you and Nelson, Big Lou, whatever I can ever do, man, I'm here for you. And, I appreciate, man, because you guys are taking a chance with me, and I respect that. And I'll take a chance with you because mutual respect is everything, man, So
now here's another aspect of it. And this I will say. There are subscribers that I know, and I've had a mutual respect, that still go and support those channels. Now, I don't have an issue, but I'm enough in the chats to know who's been saying what and who's saying nothing. Voicing your opinion is one thing, but sitting back, going over there and talking about somebody else, that's a whole different ball game. Like right here, I pretty much know who in here. This is why I monitor the chat. This is why I got the avatar up. So I can sit here and chat and regulate. I know who's no good and who's not. I don't knock somebody for still going over there because you know what? At the end of the day, that's your choice. But I also know if you're over there and you're talking, and there's a lot of two side people, and I know who they are. So if one is in here, and let's say he gets blocked, if I unblock him, it's because I've been around that certain subscriber enough to know that they're gonna go voice their opinion over there, but it doesn't necessarily mean they agree with everything that they do over there.
But I'm with
That
that. Your channel, your rules, bro. Your
and I
channel, your rules.
Exactly, but I also know who are the hardcore troublemakers. I know who they are soon as they come into the chat. Even if they change their avatar. You could pretty much, I know. I'm pretty good at this. That's why I used to brag about me being good at what I do. I am. I know who's what. I stay in all these chats. I monitor. And besides that, we have a great community. Nelson will tell you, I get about 30 or 40 messages all day. Some of them I don't necessarily listen to, but a lot of them give me inside information. They'd be surprised on how many people they got in their camps that tell us things. But we don't get down like that, and we won't blow it up. Same way like the two clowns in South Florida. We've been knew both their first and last names. You never see me go out here and blow their spot up because that's not how we get down.
Yeah.
They might get down with behind the scenes like that. We don't get down like that.
And it's funny too, man, because as quick as you say that, like the stuff that they have going on, like some of the info, like I don't know, you guys know, so you guys know more than me, but how they get information so fast. Like MRE's been out there for 8 months, but I believe like they have I don't think the game's fair. They have handlers, right? But as we're on here, and Carlos, I'm saying from since day one when I used to be in FPS's chat, I thought the dude was cool when I first met. A lot of Gunsmoke. I'm not going to bash them guys. They don't like me. They talk shit. Fuck them dudes. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is you always had respect from everybody. Everybody loved Carlos just like Yankees. So what? All of a sudden now you're no good or they deem like it just none of that makes sense to me, man.
Oh, yeah. I was called Benedict Arnold by a few. I was called that by a certain subscriber who I protected so many times, stood up for a certain person and backed her to the extremes, and then to go watch her in other channels participate in all that stuff. And I flat out, I said I would never bring her name up and say it again, but I said I'm distancing myself from you because I seen it. You couldn't stand up for me, so you basically you're gonna go where the wind blows. You want to be everybody's friend, and there are a few that are like that. They want to be everybody's friend. I'm not everybody's friend. And you know what? At the end of the day, my principles and what I stand for is going to come before any of that stuff.
But then they get so low and they use religion, like they say to me, like, yo, my son is the most, he's 15, sings. I keep him, he's a hell of a student, whatever. Nelson, I keep him away. My daughter's 26. She was around bikers, like she was around everything. This kid's such a good hit. When he heard them guys saying that, he was like, Dad, like he don't even condone none of that. He was like, Dad, them guys sound like punks. Why they lying on you like that? Like, can I say something? Like, nah, it's not for you, son. Like, that's what comes with this territory. But, to lie on somebody and to say about faith, like saying I use a Bible and then I threaten people. Again, show me where I threatened somebody, and then show me how I ever said I was a 1%er, because it's crazy how they just lie and they lie and they lie and they lie, man.
You know what it is? You could have said you knew 1%ers, and they totally twisted that shit around. Oh, he was a 1%, because that's what that dude does.
You also got to look at the source. You have to look at the source.
Said, Nelson, I've always stated specifically, I never claimed to say I'm not in the club. I'm an independent. I'm not a 1%er. My flag I grew up under, the guys around here, my whole life I have a relationship with guys 30, 40 years. I don't forget where I come from. Yeah, but I would never use them or mention their name or, and they know I would never. So these guys sound like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, no, it's all bullshit, bro. At the end of the day, it is what it is, People see through it though. Some people do.
Man. So are you in New York too? If you don't mind me asking?
No, I moved to Georgia.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I
Chicago Muscle. He's he he's what he wrote was a fact. That's exactly what I was talking about. I didn't want to reference the person's name, but this is where we go and we get into that. I didn't like this person, don't like that. No, it is what it is. What he wrote, and don't time him for that. He's absolutely right. That's exactly who I was referring to. I seen it firsthand with my eyes. I seen that same person
Yeah.
talk about you, my brother, Chicago Muscle. So
Yep.
yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
She
you got
knows. She knows
like,
who she is. She's probably here watching this show. She knows exactly who she is.
Why,
yeah.
Buffer? Why, Buffer? Let me ask you something, Buffer. Come on, I'm trying not to. Why are you worried about Chicago's in the chat doing whatever? Come on, man. Like, I'm just saying. Like, let's be honest, man. Like, you know, why can't he be in here saying what he wants? Nelson, this is their show. Like, ask them. Obviously, they don't care. So, like, why do people get so butthole hurt? I don't understand, man. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I felt like he lied on me earlier. I'm not mad at him. But to me, to say that is the same thing like JC. Now that clip will get taken and broken down, and say he didn't defend Bob because that's what people were saying. Like, to me, that was a lie. I never got the text from him. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, Bob, for everybody, get thick skin, man. If you don't have thick skin, you shouldn't be in the genre. That's all.
My
Yeah, let's
thing with
talk about
Bafa,
money, bro.
and I'll tell Bafa what it is right now, and eventually, I know you want to have a private chat, Bafa, but there's some things that's going on, and I'll keep it a buck. Is they're leading back to you. They're leading back to you, and I'm not going to get into details, and we're not going to
Yeah.
do this here. But this is one of the reasons why, and I'm not the only one who feels this way. You know.
Hey, when he lied on me today, I didn't bash him. I was always good to the kid. They used to talk shit. I'm saying he's, good dude. We talked on the phone, but he said I texted him and I didn't. Maddie was right there. Maddie, you were there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he dropped the link so you could jump on. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta check on the boy.
Hey,
All right.
Carlos, fix your hair too, by the way.
Hey, what's up, Nelson? How you doing, man?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for letting me on here.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Code. Yes, I was sitting right there when that happened, bro. I kind of see that going on a lot, and it's kind of bullshit, and it needs to be said because if
No,
you
now I'm a
continue,
1%er. Now I said I'm a 1%er. I never said that.
yeah,
$1,000. Never. Go
I
ahead,
heard
I'm
that.
sorry.
I heard that shit too. But as far as like the whole, Bofa shit, Bofa, whatever the fuck, it's you know he gets out of hand sometimes, bro. You know what I mean? And he
Yeah.
kind of likes to stir the pot, and it constantly gets done. And nobody really says nothing because I don't know if people feel bad for him or that. And then I'm sick of the fucking narrative of
See,
well,
look, I'm sorry. I gotta keep talking. I just want you
yeah,
guys to see. Like, I just want you to know I am who I say I am. I would never lie to you guys, man. Just not
yeah,
me. Go ahead. I apologize.
yeah, and like the whole the whole excuse of, well, that's just how somebody is. They're just crazy. That's just how they are. Fuck that shit. Because if you continue to let them do that type of stuff, it's just not. It's never going to stop, and it's
You
just going to
got
cause more friction and more conflict between everybody else. You
like
know what I'm
say if they
saying?
went like say tomorrow I'm on my Harley driving down. I get surrounded by some bikers. Could be white, black, don't matter. Any 1%er say, yo, you said you're 1%er. Like to me, that would never happen because they know I would never say that. Like I was just saying, but why put it out there like that? Make a lie, JC. Like who you lying? Like
Yeah,
show me.
that's
I guess you know what? I can't let shit bother me. After
It's
no,
tomorrow,
you
I'm not
can't,
talking
bro.
about these dudes anymore. I'm just gonna keep going, and let them do.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. You can't let
Pretty
none of that shit
Bonita.
bother you.
Yeah, don't let that shit. That guy's a fucking clown, bro. The one who said that is a fucking joke, bro. The biggest joke on here.
And the
I
other
wouldn't take
guy,
anything serious
NPR,
that guy says.
NPR, that clown too, who I left him alone because of my legal lawsuit I have going on. And this guy, all he does is talk shit too. Like you live with John A. Light for a year. Enough said. There's pictures with you and A. Light. Enough said.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
Yo,
man. Like
Claudio, not
Jeff
Claudio.
Logan,
James
that's his name.
James Jamison said, panel, he has a question for us. He said, "Do you guys think there can be a common ground like lefties used to be?" You heard that? Used to be. Honest question. Not with the shit that goes on. See, like how he just said what lefties chat used to be. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
think it can. I think the difference is like we're talking here, but I think the difference is I don't know if Nelson could agree and Carlos when you got people lying, like just think of what they said. Not only the doxing, I could deal with that, but lying, saying that I said I'm something I'm not, a 1%er, which I'm really not worried about that. I just, for all the 1%ers out there who earned it, it's not. I would never ever joke about something, but for them to keep, you can never. I don't think they'll ever play by the rules. So I don't know if you can never have some kind of happy medium to everybody can get on a respectful playing ground.
Oh, not with no. I'm not talking about with them. I think he's talking about us. Are you talking about us or everybody with that
No,
question?
I'm
I think he's just talking about us, like our community of people.
okay.
Will
Okay.
we
Oh,
will
my
we
bad.
ever be able to have a common ground? Is that what you mean, James? Like, because I if shit continues to go the way it's going right now in some chats, to where like there's both sides just in the same room, that's not gonna that's not gonna be good, bro. It's never gonna be good. And honestly, yeah, you might get the views now. You might have fucking people in the chat. I mean, in your live, you know, but it's not gonna last because they're just there to see if the drama pops off. They're just there to see what the next stupid thing is to be said. That's why they're there. So
You're
it's
right.
like, it's kind of pointless and it's bad. It's just bad for business. That's why I had that show yesterday or the day before, like kind of drawing that line. Like you guys have to pick a side. Not for, I'm sorry to say that, but it's like not pick a side like that, but you can't let people just run their mouths. You know what I mean? You
You
can't
So
let
heard the
that's
people
the
news
just.
issue I
already.
have.
MRE stepped. I'm sorry, Nelson. You heard he
No, go
stepped
ahead, bro.
down,
Go ahead.
right?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
And
that,
you
and
know
that's and
what?
that's smart. That's smart because he don't. That's very respectful because he don't want his shit to, his problems that he got going on because of their bullshit to affect We Push Back, and he'll be back.
He
He'll
wasn't
he'll be
asked to
right back.
step down either. He just did it on his own
Uh,
merit.
yeah,
You
he'll be
know.
back.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, but see, that's a cat that doesn't want to see his friends
Hurt.
involved in the
Exactly.
involved in the drama,
Exactly.
bro. It is what it is, bro.
But like Maddie, I asked you earlier, Nelson. I got to really ask you too, like, and everybody in the chat. When you guys come and see the difference, or you see them dox me or do whatever they did, like all they ever did was say MRE was the doxer. I mean, I got a call 2 weeks ago. MRE's behind all the doxing. I called Dominic Cree. I said, Dominic. He said, I don't know, man. I don't know. And guess what? Come to find out, the guy who called me, because I won't say his name, even though I should right now, but they lied to him. They wound up clowning him. And here, come to find out, it was SoFlo and the other guys. So that's what I'm saying. To have us be able to come together, yeah, we could probably get down to a nice ground, but we would have to really seriously, and I hope you guys can all agree, we'd have to really start thinking about leaving these guys alone, man, and just not even responding, nothing, and just, but they'll never stop, man. They'll come at your wife, your kid, they'll come at my 80-year-old mother, they'll do anything. And I know some things are fair game. We're putting our lives out here, but why not just deal with me or do everything? You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
And there was another
weird.
misconception I wanted to address, and that goes as
Chicago.
far as the We Push Back movement. They're making it, trying to put a big umbrella under it as far as what exactly it stands for. I think Dominic Craig made it perfectly clear what the
Yep.
We Push Back movement is. I
100%.
know at no time is it trying to glorify men that are inside incarcerated and stuff like that. It's just a basic awareness to what exactly the government cooperating witnesses do and how the government also protects them and goes to them lengths. It has nothing to do with comparing it to if an old lady was in the street and getting robbed and stuff like that, and you call the cops. That's against the We Push Back movement. That's not. It has nothing to do with it. And at the end of the day, Chicago Muscle made a video today being perfectly clear as far as what it is, and I'm with him as far as that. I'm not okay with ratting, but as civilians, like Chicago Muscle said, if a woman is being hurt and stuff like
I
that,
agree.
it's okay to call the police. That's not we're not that's nothing wrong with that. It's what you're supposed to do. It's what's right or wrong. You know.
Yep. Yes, exactly. In that position, like you're saying, Carlos, in that predicament, of
You see what that
course.
says? I'm sorry.
Not really.
This guy SoFlo is bashing. Can you see that 3 minutes ago?
Yeah, he's bashing you, dude. But who is
I don't
that?
know
Do you
if
know
he's
who
doing
that
it
guy
now or
is?
not, but this is why this Nelson, this is why it doesn't stop, because this keeps going, and even if it's not here, people hit you up. I respect the message, but to me, I'm done after today. You know,
We
when I
have
see what
we
they
have
did to
a
Angel
thing.
Gotti,
We have a
man,
thing
no
here on the no
respect.
fly zone, and we always said it. If somebody drops something out there, they put something out there talking about Carlos, Lou, whatever. My guys go at it at least 10 minutes, bro. At the beginning of the show, they go ham. But you know what? Afterwards, we go on with the show, man, and it's a done deal. So for every action, there's a reaction. They get their reaction, and it's a done deal. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they keep it going, different story.
Then they get flamed even more.
I mean, you see what it is. If there's no drama, there ain't no damn subscribers, and there ain't no likes, and there ain't no super chats. So there's gonna be continuous drama.
Yeah,
And
they're gonna
Exactly.
make
They
it
won't
stop.
stop. They will not
I
stop.
know.
That's the thing. This is why me and my brothers, we came to the agreement that we weren't going to give them no energy. But at the end of the day, it's a topic that has to come up because of what's been going on the daily stuff. But this is why we try our best to not give them the energy. That's what they want. This is why I gave, and I've done this for a while. I've given certain people nicknames. So I won't even bring light to their name. I won't even say it. That's why I won't. The two guys in South Florida. That's why I say he's the dancing wig wearing clown. I won't even give him the benefit of saying his name. Won't do that. Won't.
Yep.
And if everybody was to do that instead of being directly and saying like you code, you say the 3-letter guy, stuff like that. That's what you need to do. Do
Yeah, well,
not give
because
them
they
their
need, you know what I'm
name.
saying? I can't. Yo,
Don't
yeah.
help the algorithm. Do not help the algorithm. Do not say their name. Give them all nicknames. Give them all
Yep.
nicknames.
Yep.
Look, you
Most
see what the
people here,
problem is? It's code of the street. Got no respect. You bastard
most
gana
people
su
here are
bajo
sharp enough to
mosco.
know
Hold
what
on,
we're
let me
talking
tell you.
about.
No, you're not come my chat. Nobody come my chat talk this shit. I run this. Okay? No, you're not. Well, I'm muted.
Well, no, you gotta look to your side. Remember,
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta look behind you. You gotta look behind you
Yo,
and talk.
hey, yo. Go to the street. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen here. We're not
You
gonna
And
need
that,
do
two.
that. No.
You need two pairs.
yep.
Oh
No.
shit.
Hold on. Let me get to the chat. Hey, baby, what up, baby? Oh, yeah, what's up? How you doing? Go to the street. 300
Oh
subscribers. You got
shit.
nothing. You got nothing. Hold
You're
on.
doing a good job, baby. You're doing a good job, baby.
To all the guys in Guyette, let me tell you something right now. Go to the street.
You got to bring comedy to them. You're doing a good job, baby. My baby. My baby.
These guys, they don't know. They don't got that barriga.
Oh
Come on,
man,
man.
bro.
These
You know
guys.
what I do for you, baby. My baby.
Yeah, right. Well, I will say I would never disrespect his wife or his family. I think seems like a family guy. I would
Nah,
never do
it
that.
is what it is, man. That shit about going after wives, kids, that's all. Come on, man.
That's coward stuff. But they support guys that do that. So that's the hypocrisy behind it. I don't know us. I don't know anybody that we're cool with that we have affiliations with in this community that does that. I don't. It's their side. And at the end of the day, it's a shame to say sides, but it is a reality, and it's what they do.
Yep.
You know, I watched that tonight. You know, people can say what they want about armchair NBA. We've had our differences, and we've always been straight. But even now, that man has retired and left this alone, and they still bringing up his name, saying he's behind this, he's behind that. And then to watch the bum that lives in his car
Oh my
go at him
God,
today and say he called his wife TikTok, say that her baby she's gonna have is his. It's just it shows the despicable beast that he is. With these guys in there with wrenches,
But it's
saluting
okay.
him.
It's okay. That's all right. He can say whatever he wants, you know.
Fake's gonna attract fake. You know what I'm saying? The fake attract fake. Snakes attract snakes. You know what I'm saying?
No,
They're
sir,
all
I
gonna.
gotta ask everybody in the chat. If this guy is so rah, and come onto my show and you gotta confront and show your face. So when you go do that, you can't even get one word in. Like where I did look, that's his show. He can do what he wants, but it's almost like it's again talking out of both sides of your mouth. Come on here, come confront this. You know, you got no heart. Come over here, show your face. I do that, and then there's nothing, man. So this is what we're dealing with, man. These kind of people just look. Money don't mean shit to me. Loyalty, faith, family, faith first, family second. You know, and then they say about how I am. Like I coach kids 22 years, man. Like I've never
Claudio,
said
good
I
night.
was a saint. I've been handling my business, raised my kids. My son's 15. He never met his mom. It's no pity party. He chooses, you know, whatever.
Yep.
And, you know, I could come on here and doing the SIM card from day one. You know, I don't do that shit. And the thing with MRE, why I went so hard is the pedophile shit. And I know, like, you know, for somebody who went through that, I'm trying to help these kids. But these guys, I'm just saying, they say one thing and then they say another thing. And it's like, but yet this guy, you said he was calling somebody else a name today, Pizza the guy?
Oh
Yeah, he was going at armchair NBA in the car. He said he said Tom has a TikTok wife, basically saying a mail order bride, and said, yeah, and the baby's mine. Like he's still that's women and kids, but he can't help his despicable self, and he'll go and apologize, and the next day go back and do the same thing. And this is who they support: somebody who's constantly shown who he is. But at the end of the day, now that they're united, those cash apps are going to get stronger. It's the same thing with the beef. People in that group were buying into the beef and they were portraying it like a soap opera. But behind the scenes, they were in communications with each other, bragging about how much their money they're making on both sides. And the subscribers don't know about this and they won't believe it, even if you was to tell them. You know, so it goes to show you what it is at the end of the day. This is why they ganged up and they did whatever, you know?
But do you think, though, like, you know, the same way they could say this, that, everything, like they know deep down that the negative views and the drama is going to make the money, right? But they have to know sooner or later, like I say, you can only fake the funk so long. Like sooner or later, you're going to run into a real dude that doesn't care and will, like, is going to maybe just smack in your face. And we're not promoting that, condoning any of that. But eventually, man, if you keep running your mouth and you talk shit, somebody's going to check you, man. And it's the truth. Just like the IRS will check your pocket, just like your coach will check you on the field, just like the will check you, or the old heads in the street. But, you know, when you have these guys back with a guy like that who's still spewing the same epithets, it's just, it doesn't matter what we say. They're going to do whatever they want. They're going to point fingers and make themselves look like the clowns that they are, because I think they're all clowns. I'm addressing every single one of them. Everybody on that side, you're all clowns. Say whatever you want about me after today. I could care less unless you're in my face. But these guys here, like doing their thing, it's cool to see you guys like just not like starting a channel. How much support already you got? Like took me a little while to keep building up, you know. But it's good to see that, man. It shows you guys have a good message and that, you know, that's what we need. We got to stick the hell together and just try to figure this thing out. I think. I'm gonna try not to say anything. Let them talk about me. Say whatever they want.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'll learn. Also, for instance, the chat. You're gonna see those comments pop up, and that's exactly what they want. They want people to address the comments. They want people to go at it, so it brings them light. You got some that's their specialty, and what you got to do is you got to basically act like you don't even see it and pay it no mind. Because that's what you eventually that's what you're feeding them. And when we conversate about them and we bring it, this is exactly what they want. It's a form of publicity, you know, all publicity, you know.
But you know what? I want to say one more thing though, right? So for all you guys on the other side to talk this, that, the other thing, I defended the Chicago Muscle. I defended MRE. I come out here said that look, if they're now they say they are, they got to deal with that. Wiry men, women, female traits, worried about what another man's doing. But at the end of the day, like I am who I say I am. You guys are who you say you are. And real recognize real, man. So whatever they think is going to happen or whatever they think this new revelation or this, I'm going to be the same dude tomorrow that I was today. And I understand that God is the reason why I'm blessed. And without him, I'm nothing. So what anything anybody else says is really irrelevant. But no matter what beef, I still am not bashing SoFlo's family. I won't do that. Nikki Blaze family, all the other guys. No matter what they say about me, because I feel like once you do that, then I think you really give them what they want. Now,
when you do that, you become like them, and that's the thing. Exactly. You can't be like them. You have to be the total opposite. Like I would never go at women or kids or go at their women or kids. That's just it's not right. I would never stoop to that. I wouldn't even give them the satisfaction. They would hope that. I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. That's just not who I am. I'm not going to go outside myself to do something like that. So you can go back and use it. Look what happened right now. My brother wound up getting a text message, and it was a divide and conquer text message. It was in response to a video the Chicago Muscle put up, in which I gave him all respect and I gave him the Armin 100. It was brought up that, here goes Carlos. He stands for this and stands for that, but he's okaying Chicago Muscle with Chicago Muscle doxing. And this is coming from guys who are behind the whole doxing situation. So it's hypocrisy at the end of the day. But what it is to try to divide and conquer. And those weak ass tactics, they won't work.
Nah. I think it kind of worked out good though, because it seems like Nelson, and Maddie, It seems like, yeah, you
Yeah.
might have to go some bullshit. I might have got doxxed, but it seems like it's making us real strong, man. Like people coming together. Like we know now, like, look, I got doxxed. They said they're gonna come do shit, come after me. I can't even get this with the legal shit, my lawsuit, I can't get into. But listen, everybody, these guys have come at me every single sideways. Listen, 806-703, that's my prison number. My name's on this thing. I don't hide. I am who I am. Never claimed to be 1% or nothing. Never claimed to be in the street. My cousin worked for John Stanford, and his brother was a biker. But my father taught me respect, taught me how to never underestimate a man. Like these guys, the way that they go and they carry themselves shows they never been in the street, never been around real dudes, because the old heads that we were raised around. If I ever acted like that, even to this day, my father, even in a hospital bed, he would check me right away. Like you just don't do certain things, and it shows people's character. Now, look, I'm getting somewhere with this. They're all tied into the informants, because informants will sell their mother out, they'll lie, like Sammy the Bull with John Gotti saying treachery, deceit.
Yep.
You knew what you were doing. It's all lies. It's big bullshit and smoke screens. Like even with JC saying, like, if he was in Philly, he wouldn't be talking that way, because if he was, that would be something that would have to be handled right away. Like he wouldn't be able to just say that from 3,000 miles away. He would have to come meet me, sit down with people. We would have to discuss that and really handle that, because you know what? That Chicago muscle knows you can't accuse somebody saying that. But I understand that's what they do. So I feel like we're all coming together. I feel like it was kind of good, even though some of us had to take the incoming. But and if we just keep staying like this, like Carlos says, and Nelson, man, you talk too much though, bro. I talk a lot. And Maddie, just stay all together. BK, what's up? I think we can really overshadow this thing, and really sooner people will see. Because fake the funk for so long. But not only that, like Nelson, I don't know, I'm 49. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Grown men acting like this. And it tells me that if they're acting like this, they were probably taught that, teaching their kids. They're probably, probably maybe at the house with their old ladies. Maybe they're so upset because they told and they put somebody in jail. Maybe not, but they'll stop at anything and nothing. And it just shows like what they're about. The weak punch back with the broken teeth and all the informants. And they don't care,
It's
man.
actually the We Press Charges movement.
I like that. We press charges. That's great.
Yeah. For instance, I'll give you an example. I'm an Angel Gotti supporter. Angel likes me and I like Angel, and I always support her. But let's say by chance, Angel, for some reason, decided that she's mad at me or mad at the no-fly zone and she wants nothing to do with us. I can pretty much guarantee I would accept that, and there would be no response from me and my brothers to bring this up again with Angel. We would respect that and we would leave it alone. But to go back because you're a sensitive, thin-skinned woman, go back and make a video attacking her, to basically threatening her, is truly despicable. It goes to show you who people are. We would never do that. But it goes to show you. And then to watch people in the comment section. And I watched a couple, even individuals who said they actually knew her, not just off YouTube, knew her in person, to go along with that and okay it and say, yeah. It's truly despicable. It really is.
Man, I don't know what everybody else's take is, and I really look at it. I think we can really turn this to a positive thing. I'm not going to say it's not. It's probably get worse before it gets better. But, like I said, when you got guys saying stuff and lying on somebody and making a statement, whether it's about me or you or Nelson or Maddie, sooner or later, you're going to have to answer for that. You're going to have to run into that dude that you were talking about. Look, I went to Canada one time. Hand to God, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I was in Canada, Niagara Falls, year 2000, and I was in the gift shop and seen a girl from my neighborhood. That's my luck. That's the kind of luck that I have. I always run into people. It's not like you're going to go smack somebody. They're going to, press charges. But, there's nothing like making somebody feel uncomfortable and letting them see, like just looking at them. Like you don't have to touch them. You can't get locked up for that. That's another thing. Everybody's so scared to say anything and do anything. Like, why? Because they get to say and do whatever, and they can just jam us up. If Fuck that shit. As long
Those
as I'm
guys.
not putting my hands on you, right, Maddie? As long as I'm not screaming at you,
That's
I
right,
can
man.
look at you and make you feel uncomfortable.
Yep.
You know?
Just looking at somebody and make them scared. Exactly.
Yeah.
Matty, what's going on, my brother?
Yo, bro, these dudes are only talking all that tough shit in their backyards, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
especially the clown with the two letters. All right, he just hits that pipe, crack pipe, and fucking sits in his backyard and runs his mouth, bro. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
take anything that motherfucker says seriously. Any threats he says seriously. Nothing. I wouldn't even
No,
take
I'm
them.
just saying though, these guys, like that's just like somebody claiming blood is not a blood, somebody claiming crip. Like I never claimed to be none of that.
I don't even know why he's mentioning any of these names, bro. He wouldn't be affiliated. He wouldn't be allowed to be affiliated with anybody, any type of group, any organization, because he's a fucking clown and he's a herb and he got beat up and pushed into lockers when he was a kid.
Yeah,
Okay?
and they're the guys really the ones that they're usually the ones that's how they act, man, because they have nothing else. You know what I mean? They just, because, dude, they don't like themselves, man.
Exactly. They got punked growing up, so this is the only place that they could fucking act like they are somebody.
We all knew that guy. That guy was the guy that wanted to hang out with everybody. He was the one you sent to the store. He was the one you sent to go pass the letter to the girl. He was the one. He was the errand boy. He just wanted to
Yes.
fit in so bad. He
Yeah.
was willing to do anything you sent him to do so he could feel like he was a part of something. And you get that with followers. You know what? At the end of the day, be a leader. Be your own leader
He's like
amongst
one of, yeah.
amongst leaders. Exactly.
Hey
Exactly.
guys, let me shout this man out here. Relevant interviews with Kobe Roy. We did an interview with Kobe on the No Fly Zone.
Hey, Kobe,
He's
what
a
up, man?
real good cat. He
Kobe.
does some good interviews. So if you get a chance, go check his page out, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go. I'll be dropping his link. You gentlemen continue.
Definitely.
Yeah, drop that link. For sure.
Yeah, you guys got to watch him, man. He's got some good ones. He did Sheriff Clark. He's done a couple of old wise guys.
And he's a decent human being.
Yeah,
A
he's a
decent
good,
human
he's a good
being.
guy, man.
Good.
Yeah, man, I just, they like this guy, these guys coming in, like they go back and forth. It's crazy because you can get caught up in that shit real quick. But congratulations on your show, man. It's a great idea, great concept, something different. Like you don't see that. And I know what no fly zone means. That's pretty cool, man.
But we try to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Is we're not gonna sit here and start beefing on, on the panel and yelling and spitting and screaming. That to me, it does nothing but bring your blood pressure up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not putting my fist through a computer that I bought. Hell no.
Hell
Shit.
fucking no. Pay too much money for this shit. I feel you. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it is what
Hell
it is.
yeah.
Now, again, we're human. There's things that will get us pissed.
Yes, he did, John.
Some go from 0 to 100 real fast. Not mentioning no names, but they do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say something about my brother though. My brother, if y'all notice, he's been taking it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And what's the reason for that? Because at the end of the day, you know what?
Because he knows our haircut's better than his, and he just gets
He
upset.
ain't gonna grow no more hair no more. So what the fuck?
You know, right?
It's
Hey, you
okay.
I
want to
just
hear
wish I could grow some teeth.
You want to hear an old biker saying? Here
Crazy,
goes
son.
a biker saying. Hey, Carlos, you ready? Here's a biker saying. Ladies, hold your ears. Bro, we're not going bald. We're just getting more head.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, if you're married, whoever, my bad. It's just a joke,
No, it's fine. We got the adult crowd here.
Yeah. we
Yo,
got a
Queen
good
of
crowd here,
Queen of
man.
Mean, the Queen of Mean says half of these men threatening on YouTube wouldn't do that to people's face. That's why they attack women and shit. And
Thank
she's
you,
totally
Queen
right.
of Mean. I appreciate you. That's right. You're right. Oh, Monita's in it. Pretty Monita. How you doing, girl? Oliver, what's real?
I see all these women in here, right? But I ain't see one motherfucking rose. I'm sorry for cursing. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
shit.
ain't see
No, you
one
good, bro.
rose. I didn't see
How
one
many likes
rose
we got so far? Hit them like button,
for these
people.
women. And hit that like button. Drop a rose and hit that fucking like button.
Tommy
Come on.
Gunn. What's up, buddy?
That's it. We got 67 people and 55 likes. That's what's
Good.
up.
We need a little bit more, a couple more likes.
What's
Go
up?
get your kids out of the other room. Make them sign up.
Yeah, get your ass count. Get
Get
starting
your
to count.
kids over
Yeah,
here.
I think you know what, bro. I think the thing
Teresa.
here is you have a lot of people that they'll judge others and then they want you to see it the same way they do. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't, they get pissed off at you.
Yeah, that's
not what
what I
you
say.
call
It's
a
their way or
friend,
no
man.
way, right?
we all have our own opinions. You know, we're all human, like I said, and nobody's gonna tell me no. You gotta believe this because that's what I'm saying. Nah, fuck all that bullshit.
Nope. Yep. You think for yourself, bro. We think for
What do you
ourselves,
mean?
man.
That's what it is,
And
man.
you want to know what's funny is we're all thinking for ourselves, and look at where we're at. We're together. Look at
Yep.
who's together. You see what it is? It's just natural. That's what happens. And then look at the other side. Those fucks all think together, and they're dirtbags, and they're all together
No, but
collectively thinking of dumb shit and
yo,
spiteful shit. They're so spiteful, bro. But
but
it's like, who's more pettier? You understand?
Carlos, man, yo, Carlos said it the best. Matt, you even said it earlier. Nelson, these guys have literally like talked about people's wives and mothers and like called people's grandparents and threatened them like older
Yeah.
people and done shit that look, man. I know as a Christian, like I said, you have to forgive people, but you never forget. Doesn't mean you have to affiliate or lie yourself. Like the fact that all that went on and these guys just swipe it under the rug lets me know one thing for sure. It's just like a bad relationship. It's cool for right now. They're gonna have their own drama real soon, bro, because there's too many egos over there. And
Eventually, they'll turn on each other.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Carlos, what do you think?
You're right, but I want to give a special shout out to my brother Joe McDougal that's in the chat.
Joe
Not many
McDougal.
here know who Joe McDougal is. They might know him by an old avatar, which he retired. That's why he's using his name. But in a generation on YouTube where you have keyboard warriors, I can tell you one thing. That's a man at the end of the day that if he had to be walking down an alley and you happen to be one of those people that decided you wanted to say something about him, you need to run. He's a man that's mad respected, and he is a man that stands on his, and he is a man, quite frankly, doesn't fucking play around.
And that's great.
And I love that man, and I love his family. I love his wife.
Mad
And
respect.
Much
that
respect to him, man, for always, being stand up and being just keeping, being a real man. You know what I'm saying? Much respect.
exactly, he lives by a code that he will not break at all, at all.
You guys think that, I mean, you guys think like say a guy, I really gotta ask it again. So a guy like this guy in Florida, Nelson, how do you do 22 years? And I said it again, I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to bring it up, but like what does that say about somebody? Like my boy's been down 27 years. My other boy, if you look nut, he did 23 years when he was 16. Like, how do you, like I said to him the other day, I said, nut, when I was over his house, I said, what do you think about a guy that did 22 years in the feds, supposedly, and then comes out and makes all, he said, he started like, he said, that dude, something ain't right about it. I was like, look, it's possible that you could come out and be reborn again, change your life, want to be cool with everybody and change, but not when you're sitting there talking to me the way you just were, screaming and yelling, talking all that rah-rah. You just can't do both, man.
Yeah, nah. It is what it is, bro. Listen, I've said it from day one. It's all entertainment. It's all it is, bro. It's all entertainment. Ain't nobody coming on putting on freaking dudes that, like we said before, bashes kids, bashes women, all that shit, man. It's all entertainment.
Yep.
Doing it for numbers and doing it for views. That's all it is, bro.
Wait, what?
Yo, you know what? You guys are real. Is that Carlos? Is that the real Jen Jen?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
She
Jen
was
That's
Jen
from
for
back in
sure.
the day,
I
right?
want to give a shout out to Gen 301. You know what? I want to give a shout out to the ladies because what I've learned in my time in this genre that these ladies actually have more
I
principles than
thought
a
we
lot of
weren't
these
giving
males.
Slowflo credit. Why you want to give women credit?
Now, these
No,
women are
he's not a
different.
he's not a woman. He's a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get that right. Let's get that right.
And Gen is one of the real ones out there. So is Pretty Monita.
Yes, sir.
Pretty Monita happened to be in a chat one day when a certain word was thrown out, and it was a derogatory word, and a content creator and his partner happened to find it funny. At no time was there any apologies after the fact. Those apologies came after 4 or 5 videos later. But she chose to take her stance. It was offensive. She chose to distance herself, and she spoke on it. And Jen is one who has spoken on it. The few of these ladies here, they will address how they feel as soon as it happens. And what they chose to do after that was distance themselves. And I give them the utmost respect for standing for something.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree with you.
So Nelson, I mean, because you know what it tells me when you don't talk like we're pretty, shows me you're very intelligent. I've learned that over my life. So if you had to analyze this whole situation, not just the YouTube shit, like everybody's demeanors and actions, what do you think? Like what is the number? You think it's all ego or do you think people really just have no respect for other people and just really don't care, man, and they'll say and do anything to
It's
get to where they, like they
it's
don't care.
it's a combination of all those things you said. Ego is a big factor. It's
Yes.
the reason why they can't take constructive criticism. Next stage is making videos and going at somebody. It's ego, sensitivity. The sensitivity levels is off the charts. It, all beta males now, all sensitive males, and it's not just here; it's in real life. It's actually to the point where it's unbelievable. You would actually think that most of them have to sit down to use the restroom because of the sensitivity and money. Money makes you forget everything. We see this in the world. People will throw out their morals, their principles, turn on their family, turn on their brothers and sisters for the almighty dollar. And you combine all of that in one particular individual, and then you see how you can understand why a few of these guys do what they do. That's their sole motivation. They'll tell you otherwise, but at the end of the day, if you know and you see it with your own eyes, you can tell. You can spot it a mile away.
Yeah, man.
You
It,
see
it is what it
the
is.
video MB put out today about
Shout out to MB.
the guy with the
Shout
three
out.
letters? Yo, you see him straight in there, and he goes like this. What? Because you rat it? Because you took the cheat way out? You couldn't do the time? Like that's how he was talking in the beginning. All that anti-rat shit and anti-A-light shit, and now all of a sudden it's vote we push back. That don't mean nothing. Who cares? I'm a civilian. Well, once you become a convicted felon, like some of us are, you got one foot in the game. That's it. You can't retract. Now you can, like I said, if you collectively take your whole life away, you go sit with your family, with your kids, and you don't brag about it. You don't do your whole YouTube channel on stories and mob hits and like promoting this street shit. Like that's the difference. Like, they do that. Oh, man, whatever. I can't make this shit up. It's just I
You
hope you guys
you
see.
it will drive you insane. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's hypocrisy when you look at exactly this is all from the same genre. Like you came into the genre praising these gentlemen for being gangsters, which pretty much entitles being a bad guy. And to go flip the narrative because of some government cooperating witnesses, and now all of a sudden, oh no, they're all bad guys. Oh, so now they're the bad guys and the rats are the good guys. It goes to show you, it's funny, but the hypocrisy's always been there. It's going to continue to be there.
I mean, if you look at it that way, and like I'm coaching kids, like, so what are these guys teaching kids? Like, because what I'm saying is, I see these guys make fun of people, call names, spew some shit. I'm not saying other people don't, but how are you like in recovery, or how you have a channel that's whoever you are that's all supposed to be happy, but yet all this shit comes. Even if like Nelson says, he doesn't want to see drama in here. Like, there's no way you're gonna entertain that shit if you're really like not about that shit. So these guys are lying. People think these are so. Oh well, look. Anybody that asks for money, I seen a couple guys do that. Says it right there. That's all it's about.
Good night, Jane.
Good night, Jane.
Hey, Jane,
Oh, you're right, Code. That is what it's about. You're absolutely right.
how much
But like
can they
MB
make,
said here,
Carlos? Make money?
MB's right. Now, again, and people know the story, and she's here. She can verify it. MB started out making videos on me, and I said it before. I used to give women roses instead of the halo, but she made videos at me, and you know what? I changed it. I stopped giving roses. Then after that, she continued to make videos, and it was going at a certain person. My issue with her at the time was going at another woman, but yet she's the woman. So at that point is to the point where she's allowed because she is another woman and she's talking about another woman. But almost all her videos are done with fact. She's showing the person's own words.
Yes.
She's showing the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is there. You
Shout
know,
out
that's
to
the thing
MB.
about making videos. You can't backtrack. It's out there. You said this and you said that. Now look at you now. Stick for something. Stand there. You know, I salute MB.
Me too.
Yeah. And that
These, the,
says a lot about you, bro, that you can sit there and take that. And look, even all them guys that talked about all the shit they're saying now coming at me, I'll never probably hang out with them, but I don't really wish people bad because, I've seen a lot of pain and suffering and trauma in my life, man. And I don't want to see people go through that, but I will say again, I hope everybody can agree. When you will tell on
Yeah.
somebody and take another man from his family, it's like it's the lowest of the low.
yep. How fucking low will you go?
Man, what I've seen, bro, there's no limit. I
Yeah.
mean, these guys are like in the middle of the ocean with like 1,000-pound weights on their ankles, right? With the friggin' big ass dumbbell tied to them, some weights around their neck, and just still sinking and sinking. Still not good enough. They really believe that what they believe in and what they say is carte blanche, and we're really just these people that just have some stupid movement. But so I say again, I said this before. Everybody,
MB's awesome.
Yo, our movement's a lot bigger than theirs.
but look at Dominic Crea. His father's down. He's 75 years old. He's doing life.
Yep.
One of the kids on his case, I won't say his name, never met him, testified against him. His father could right now say, his father, like, why, if a guy stands up and he accepts the responsibility for anything in life that comes his way, that makes him what? Because he's, one guy said, oh, the guys want to come home. There's a lot of guys in there that just believed in that code and believed that, look, whatever I'm around, I got to take this responsibility. That's what it's really about. It's not being smart or stupid. It's about accepting your responsibility. And when you don't do that, that's what you teach your kids. No accountability. That's what I'm
Exactly.
trying to go with this whole message of mine.
And that's
There's
why they
no
turn into
accountability.
tattletales.
Exactly.
I want to give a big shout out to
So
Dominic
right.
Crea, the founder of the We Push Back movement, who's always been an articulate gentleman,
Never curses.
honest gentleman, not like many here. And they can say what they want about that man, but that man is the epitome of a gentleman and an honorable man. And shout out to the We Push Back movement, its members and its subscribers. And again, Dominic Crea.
Yeah, straight up. And
Yo,
like,
listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. We had
my
a show.
brother,
We had
he's
Dominic
in the
on
hole
here.
right now, but shout out to Jason O'Neill, man. That's his number. He's been down 27 years, and Innocent Project picked this case up, and he's in the hole. Somebody gave him a cell phone or whatever happened, and he's a good dude though, really very humble. And the funeral I was at, I seen one of the guys who testified against him, and obviously can't do
What?
nothing, but
Ooh.
it's
You
crazy.
know what it
Yeah.
is? You touch a government witness, yeah, you catching some time over that
You're
bullshit.
getting more time than you would if you was to touch FBI agent.
Yep.
And I want to give a big shout out and a big salute to all the men locked down who took their medicine, and stood on their tens,
Let's get some
So-
fist in the chat for all them guys. Put that fist up high for them. We hold that shit up high. Salute.
who kept their honor,
Yep.
understood the consequences of doing what they were doing, and took their weight.
And for all them bikers out there that ain't acting like fake posers, like them clowns in California, that dude with the 2 letters in his name, all them guys, 1%ers, no percenters, veterans clubs, don't matter. I support everybody who has a good cause because bikers raise a lot of money for kids and we do a lot.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the bikers out there, man.
You know what? As what you just said, something just clicked in my head. So I know you're trying to help the kids out in Philly, right? That's a
Yeah.
good
Oh
thing.
yeah,
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, me and Carlos were talking about it. I'm gonna try to give you a little hand. I got a friend of mine who was involved with the Scared Straight program. He was one of the co-founders. He did 20 years. He's got 20 years in him. He came out. He got his life together. He runs programs in New York City, and they're reaching out. They're reaching out to other states, and what they do is they help kids that were in all kind of situations. A lot of gangbangers, a lot of kids that want to get out of the life. They try to help them. They also help guys that are coming out the joint that are fathers that don't have help. So we'll talk about it. Maybe we could talk about a little more after the show.
That's
But
crazy you just said that, bro.
the
Because I'm
guy's my
thinking,
Wow.
brother from
yeah.
another mother. You know what
Well,
I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
open a gym. And look, I'm gonna open a gym and right adjacent to the gym. I've been raising kids. My son's 15. It's time now. So I've been coaching. You guys see my Facebook, Mike
Mhm.
Squiggles. I want an adjacent little warehouse where I can teach kids how to maybe, make the clothing or little shit and bring dudes home, kids from detention centers and dudes coming home from the penitentiary. But,
Yeah,
Give them a
and
job.
get
Yep.
back to the fist fighting. That's what we need to do. Get back to the boxing gloves. And, you
yeah.
know, I
Now
got
we gonna hook you up.
brothers from different mothers tattooed on me.
Yep. We gonna try to hook you up, Cole.
I
Because like I
appreciate
said,
you,
you know what
brother.
I'm
Thank you,
saying.
man.
He's good at it, and he's actually in one of the videos on our video log. The guy's name is Romel, and he did, like I said, he did 20 years, and he was actually one of the original 50 cents shooters.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Damn.
That's crazy. Small world, right?
Yeah, very small. Well,
They
me and him were
said
raised together, so
they said that guy, the guy you just meant, the one who got shot. They said he was working with the feds. Is that true? You think? I heard a lot about that.
you know what? I don't think
I don't
so,
know what to
bro.
believe. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they just threw that out there because they did him up, boy.
Yeah, they did.
Which
But
guy?
You talking about 50,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
No, no, what?
No, no,
No,
not 50.
it wasn't that. What happened with 50? From at least from what the streets say,
Yeah,
he was planning on robbing somebody that was close to him that he actually knew that was a big time guy, and he went to a certain party and was trying to arrange everything, and it got back to the kingpin himself, and they had it and they straightened that out. But that's what happens when you do grimy stuff in the street. Even in the street, there's a code. You don't
Yeah.
screw your own people over. At least that's what they said. I could be wrong, but that's the narrative, and it's been over and over
I know
repeated.
they're
So
talking about one guy that was a big wig out there, and he's actually locked down. But I'm not gonna mention his name. But I know what you're saying about the Fed thing because that's been thrown out there a lot,
Yeah, man.
a lot.
There's
Yes.
a guy like down in my neighborhood. Like, see, this the thing in Philly, real quick, because it's like pride and murder capital right now. But
Good night, MB.
you got to see, MB. You got to talk to these
good
kids.
night, MB.
And the politicians don't want to help. So if I could get with a dude like your boy, make something happen, maybe he can give me some insight on how to, because what I need right now before I put a building, I want a program. And if he's been through a lot of that, I used to go to the schools and talk to the kids. Man, you get kids laughing. They don't want to hear
Yeah.
nothing until I say, yeah, so you're how old, 17? Yeah, you're laughing right now. I look like some punk dude. You're like, who's this white guy? Whatever, even though I'm 100% Italian. But what happens when you go to jail? Somebody's kissing on your baby's mom. Somebody's kissing your kid. Somebody might be touching your kid. Like, that's really what you want to do? All this gangster shit's worth it? Like, even with these kids, like, right to the gun, life expectancy is back to, like, 20 years old. Like, people have to step up. Yeah, if you could do something like that, man, I really help you, man, because I just want to help these
We got
kids.
you. We got you. I'm gonna hit him up and stuff like that. We'll get more into detail.
Yeah, I
But
want to
I
help.
think he can
Appreciate you,
help
bro.
you, bro,
Thank you
with
for
that.
that.
Good night,
Thanks.
Teresa Murphy.
See
Good
you,
night, Teresa.
Yeah, what time is it? 9? Yeah, I'm gonna get rocking too, man.
Yeah, we're gonna
Carlos,
do.
my brother, thank you so much. Nelson, thanks for having me.
Definitely,
Yeah, I
Maddie,
guess.
brother.
Yeah, Code.
is
Be
that the
good, man.
Joker right there on your avatar?
Yeah, that's him. That's my boy.
Well, I happen to have him too.
Nice. I like that Joker too. Yeah.
And I got the old school Al Capone. That's
How
like,
dare you? How fuck? You know what? I ain't fucking talking to you no more.
why you
Fuck
don't
you.
like it?
Yeah, I don't like those tattoos you got there, buddy. Nope, I don't like those tattoos you
I
got
know,
there.
right? Yo, hey, hold on. Carlos, you've been to prison. Technically, this means something that's not usually accepted, right or wrong.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
See, it's
yeah.
like different things can mean different shit to different people,
It
man.
doesn't define who you are inside, and that seems to be something that they can't comprehend in their feeble minds.
But if you guys ever come to Philly, there's a place called Porky's Point in North Philly. They sell more than Geno's and Pat's. The Italian steak shops are like the big ones in Philly. Porky's Point on the chicken, the chorizo. I don't eat meat anymore, and I would probably eat it if I went down there. But Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate you guys, man.
You're always welcome at the
Oh,
No Fly Zone, my brother. You know this.
Anytime.
Thank
Hey.
you, brother. Anything you need, anything from me, anything, I appreciate you, man. God bless everybody
Got
in
it,
the
brother.
chat.
Same here.
Stay up, man. Stay blessed.
Oh wait, I think you should chill 1 second.
Okay, somebody
We got
coming
somebody
in.
coming on. Some dude with black glasses on.
Oh, damn. Didn't I say to take your ass to bed, Lou? What you doing up, Lou? What you doing up, Lou?
Hey, Big Lou, what you doing on my show? Big Lou, you come in, you can come in with respect, Big Lou.
Hey, fuck you.
You
Fuck
come in
you.
with respect, huh?
Right here.
Yo,
What
you
are
know,
you
Right
doing here, my baby?
Hold on.
yo, you know the only reason why he be looking at the wall when he talks, right? Because that's the only fucking thing that'll listen to him. Is that fucking wall that he's
Don't talk
looking at?
back. No, that's the only thing that don't talk back.
Big
Oh,
Lou,
man.
now I know how
Anyway,
you
fucking,
feel, Big Lou. They came at me for nothing. I didn't even do anything.
Give me a sec,
yeah,
guys.
that's what's going
How
That's
you
what's going to
doing,
happen,
bro?
man. You know what I'm
How
saying?
you feeling, man? How's
I'm
your
all right.
family?
That's good. It's good. You?
Same shit, man. My
Yeah.
dad's in the hospital. He probably coming home tomorrow. Yeah, he'll be all
Yeah,
right.
God willing, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It
God's
just
good.
sucks. It just sucks that, you know,
I like these avatars. How's that work?
You,
I don't.
you-
We don't hear you, Big
definitely
Lou.
hurts, you know?
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
now we can.
No, I said sickness and all that and old age, it sucks, but it's part of life. And it just, when it hits you personally, it sucks, you know?
Yeah,
But,
Absolutely.
you know,
buried my stepson 2 weeks ago too. Before that,
Damn.
my friend who I went to Canada with, Joe, he was like, he got me on the vegetarian thing. He was still eating shit, and then he died of a heart attack at 49, 48. I was
Ooh.
like, damn, man. Yeah, I lost a lot of friends, but yeah, you keep going, man. We got to take our blessings and count.
sorry to hear about that. It's still light out here.
Yeah,
it's still light
what is
out
it, like,
here.
it's like 6
Ah,
o'clock.
that's
It's like
dumb.
6 o'clock out there?
Yeah, 6:12, 6:15, something like that.
Over in LA,
Yeah,
right?
You're in Cali, right?
Where?
LA?
Boom.
Yeah.
L.A.
I'm just
Grace
fucking
is
with you.
alive. No, I'm up north. I'm near Sacramento
Nice.
No, that's what's
right
up.
now. Yeah, but I work in the
You
Bay
ain't up near
Area,
the
so
Emerald Triangle, right?
Yo, I need to come check Cali out, bro. I've been wanting to come out there, man. I've been wanting to check that state out, bro.
it is.
West
Got
Coast.
a lot of places you can go. You know, a lot of historic areas here. You know what I mean? You know,
So
a lot of different places. L.A., San Diego, obviously. You know.
I just want to see if
Oakland,
that
San
heat's
Francisco.
different. I just want to see if that heat's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it gets
Oh.
hot in New York. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
different.
But
yeah,
I want to
nothing like.
see how it is in
Nah.
Cali.
No, because you got cats that live in the Bay Area and they move out to the valley, and you know, and that's only like 30 minutes different, you know, in distance. And
Yeah.
it's hot. So yeah, you're not gonna. Yeah, because I hear people saying it's hot in New York and it's like 95. You know what I mean? Over here it's like 110, 112.
Yeah,
We'll
fuck
have like
that.
a 2 week
Hell
stretch.
nah. Keep
Yeah,
my big ass
you
in
know.
the house.
Yep. And if you go to the desert, it's even more. It's worse than that, you know.
Yeah.
But I would never desert. But yeah. But yeah, I just want to come on real quick.
that's what's
Fucking,
up.
Well, I'm
Good to
glad
see
you came
bro.
on. Good to see
I
you.
want to give
Yeah.
a shout out to the Hernandez family. I want to rest in peace to Harold Hernandez, a close friend who died of COVID this week at the
Damn,
age of
man.
30.
What?
Oh man.
Yes, my prayers, my blessings go out to the Hernandez family.
Fuck.
You know, we lost a good one this week.
Damn, man, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Damn, bro. You
Rest
just
in
fucked up
peace,
my
man.
whole night, man. Damn, man. I'm sad.
That's the
That
reality.
makes me sad, bro.
Give me a minute.
It's the only thing guaranteed. You all right, bro? Damn, sorry about that.
No, I'm dead ass, man. That shit is really sad, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, it is. It is. 30 years old. That's. Thank God I ain't caught that stuff, man. I refuse to take them shots. I'm not taking them.
Yeah,
My
we
cousin
gonna
died. He died at 51. He
We gonna
died
stay
from
with that
COVID
subject.
too. 51.
Yeah, my boy
Yeah.
just died 34 in September. He was 34 years
Sorry
old.
for your
Passed
loss,
away,
man.
man.
Carlos, you all right, bro?
Robert Butler,
Yeah,
man.
he'll be all right. He'll be okay. Just give him his minutes.
Hey, take your time, bro. We're here for you.
Yeah, I had a cousin just passed too, like maybe a month and a half now. She wasn't healthy, But she was sick, man. She still was running around doing her thing. You know what I mean? You know, anybody that lives that lifestyle, you know what I mean? She was still running around. But yeah, unfortunately, she succumbed to it eventually, and she was about, let me see, she had to be at least 60. I want to say 61 or 2, but
That's still
probably
young,
60.
bro. You know what I'm saying? That's still young.
And now it leaves just her one brother left out of 5. He's the youngest one. So the oldest brother was born in 57, so he would have been 65 in June. The other brother was born in 58. And then the third brother passed away in 97 due to complications from drug use. Well, actually, they all passed away from complications from drug use. Eventually just caught up to them. So when I say I've been around that shit all my life, I've literally been around it all my life. You know what I mean? My both sides of the family. You know what I mean? It's real shit, man. It catches, and then I've even seen people that clean up, man, and they've been clean for 10 years or so, man, and it still catches them, like liver problems and stuff like that. You know. So.
Well, you see,
get more reason why to push the story to people. It's not worth it in the long run. You know. Just like what Cole said earlier. That's what made me want me to get on was when Cole was saying about people kissing your girl and other people holding your kids and all that shit. At the same time, you want that in your life, but do you want to come inside and have to put shit up your ass and all that shit and hide shit and all that other fucking nasty shit? If the guards happen to come by and you don't have enough time to shove stuff up your ass, you got to put it in your mouth, and you don't even know the person before you, where they had it at before they pass it to you. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily have to smell for it to have been up in there. I'm just keeping it real, man. They train us on how to keep it from smelling. You know what I'm saying? And if you pass something along that smells, you're gonna get in trouble. So that's why I'm saying that. I know it sounds nasty, but I'm just trying to get people to understand what the actual facts of the matter are. You know, it's definitely not a place to be. Welcome back, Carlos.
Yeah, thank everybody for the prayers.
Yes, sir.
You good, brother?
Yeah, it just hits hard. He was young and he just started his family. He left 3 young kids.
Sorry for that, man.
Yeah.
Life is short. Life is short. You never know when it's your time.
Bro.
I mean, people say life's short. People say life's short, and you live to 80, and they're still saying life's short. So now you're talking somebody 30. So you know that, it sucks. It hits home.
It's not a good thing, bro.
And he was a good guy. It's always the good ones that pass before their time. He was a beautiful human being.
Yo, that's how I felt about my boy too, man. He was listen, he had 3 other brothers, right? And grew up in the hood. His 3 brothers were crazy, right? He was like the good one. Never got in trouble. He wasn't no bitch, you know what I mean? But he never got in trouble. And yeah, like you just said, the good ones, man. Like
he was a good person, extremely intelligent kid. His future was bright, and it sucked that it was just cut short. And he just started his life with his kids, and you know what? And I can imagine how his wife and the kids are feeling right now.
My nephew died 19, man, of overdose. His dad was the one that died of COVID, 51, and he he was like so smart in school. Rest in peace, Zach. We did a thing 2016. My boy Joe died 15, fentanyl, and he got it. But this kid Carlos, he was so intelligent, he could get anything shipped to his house. I'm not saying it was a good thing, but he just couldn't get. I don't know, man. It's crazy, like, because when that happens, and even like you're not supposed to bury your kids, but you're saying this guy has little kids, like that's sad, man. And I want to see everybody ever have to go through that. Even all these clowns on the other side, I would never want to see any of them go through that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, we might not like them, but again, I will never wish death on somebody. I would never wish prison on anybody. It's not the thing to do, you know?
Never. Sven Larson, what's up, man? Jason Stormoen. Welcome. Yeah.
What's up, Ben? What's up, everybody?
Southie in the house. He says he loves Cuban too. Yeah, and I could push best of.
Yeah, I didn't mean to change the tempo
No, it's all right. You're good.
I just got the message
Nah,
now.
man, yo, let that shit out. I was crying the other night. They were talking about, what happened to me when I was a kid to church and all that shit, man. I just felt not for me. I just feel for other kids. I never want to see kids go
Oh
through that.
man.
But
Gianni Catalano.
Johnny's
Yeah,
in there?
it's some cousin of mine placed. She posted these 2 little short videos of her dad, and the cousins I was just speaking of, one of them was her dad. But a lot of family, when I seen a lot of family yesterday, and they were like, "Yeah, when we seen that video, just hearing his voice, it just got all,
Man.
sad, teary eye, or whatever." I go, "Yeah, me too. I think about him all the time."
Man, sorry for your loss, man.
Yo, guys, give me a minute. I gotta take.
Yeah, I gotta get rolling. Big Lou,
somebody out.
pleasure to see you, man. We're gonna get together again. Carlos, Nelson, Maddie, have a great night. Everybody in the chat.
Later,
man.
Code.
God
Yeah,
bless.
you too, man.
Anybody?
All right, buddy.
Need
Coach, you know
anything,
you're always welcome
everybody
here, and I
for
hope
you.
everything goes good with your father. My prayers and
Oh
blessings.
yeah,
Definitely.
Bro,
Yes,
listen,
sir.
I'm praying for you tonight and your people and them little kids. That's what I'll be doing right now. Believe that. God bless.
Signor Squiggles. Yeah.
See, man.
Yeah.
God
Later,
bless.
Code.
Guys.
God bless,
All right.
man.
Buona notte.
Yo, guys, I'll be
I've been
right back, bro. I gotta take the dog out real quick.
I've been
No problem.
yes, sir. I've been practicing my Italian.
So, what's going on with that fight that took place last night? I'm sure Maddie and Lou know what's going on.
Oh yeah, with Amanda Serrano and Katy
She
Perry.
lost, man.
I said Katy Perry. What is it,
Katy-
Katy Taylor?
Katie Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she lost. I didn't get to see it yet, but I watched. I went and checked the results. They said it was pretty good, toe to toe. It was back and forth. Serrano was bleeding from her. I think she said her forehead or her eye.
Both of them
Katie,
bleeding.
and then both of them bleeding. And Katie was bleeding from the nose. And
Serrano almost finished her in like the 6th round or the 5th round. Almost finished her. Yep, they were toe to toe in the middle, and Serrano was just fucking emptying that gas tank, boy, and was catching her uppercuts, bodies. It was and Katie was like, I wouldn't say stumbling, like she was like about to fall, but you could tell that those knees was getting a little weak, but she was also throwing back at the same time. It wasn't like she was just standing there taking it. So in that 5th round, it looked like Serrano had the upper hand, but then it kind of Katie just regained her shit back and made it a close fight, and then they just started going at it. But I will say, the only thing that I will say is that Katie Taylor never had Amanda Serrano hurt or like in trouble or up against the ropes. Never, not once. So they, in my opinion, I think if anything, that fight maybe could have been a draw.
That's what I was thinking. When I started reading the results, I was thinking it was going to say conclusion a draw. When I got to the bottom, and no, it was a split decision in favor of Taylor. Or what's her name? Taylor. Right?
Yeah, Katie Taylor, and that's what ruins it too, because it makes you kind of think like, oh, is it really all about the fucking money so they could set the rematch up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they were talking about a rematch before this fight even started. They were like,
a lot of times they put that in the clause in its contract. They do that. But Amanda Serrano, I mean, I believe that's her first loss, huh? I believe.
Loss, yes, it is.
And then she, plus she's already made history. Only her and Pacquiao. She's the only woman. Like she's the only woman that's 8 division weight class champion, just like Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? So she's history. So yeah, maybe. I mean, it could be, man. I don't fully trust these sports now. No more. You know what I mean? Especially after the 2016 season with all 3 of the major sports, basketball, football, baseball, they all accomplished something that's never been done before, So I'm starting to not buy it,
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute, gentlemen. Somebody wants to say something.
Yeah.
Nico.
What's up, Big Lou?
What's up, little Nico?
What's up, Maddie?
Hey, what's up, kid? How you doing?
Marinara. And say hi to everybody in the chat.
What's up, everybody in the chat?
Little Nico. He's a little man right there. It's Carlos' little man.
That's my best friend right here.
Smart little boy right there.
Good.
Yes, sir.
He
Got
gonna
Nico on, Nelson.
to go to bed.
What's up,
Nelson.
Nelson?
What's up, Nico?
Say,
Oh man,
Yep.
say peace out to everybody in the chat.
Peace out, everybody in the chat. Peace out, guys.
Hey Nico, give your daddy a big hug, man. Give daddy a hug. Daddy needs that hug, man.
Yeah, that's my partner right there. That's my little ride or
Car-
die.
Good
Carol
man.
says hello. Carol says hi, little Nico.
Say hi to Carol.
I feel.
Yeah, he's about to go. He about to take his butt to bed because he got school tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Better get
Yeah,
to bed,
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
yo,
And then
I heard you talk
yeah,
about Amanda. What happened with Amanda?
she lost this day.
What was
She
the
lost.
decision?
Split
Yeah.
decision, but it was toe to toe from the Maddie said Maddie watched it, but I only got to read the results,
Yep.
and he said he thought it was going to be a draw, and I thought after what I was reading, it was going to say conclusion or draw, but no, they said split decision. Taylor win. So
Well, it's
uh,
only gonna be a second fight. There's gonna be a second fight, and she's gonna bang her out. I'm guaranteeing it, bro.
Just go
yeah,
look up you should go look it up right now. Go look up like the highlights, man. I'm telling you, the fifth round, bro, was close. The fifth round, I don't. Katie Taylor got some heart because any other fighter in there would probably been on their ass because Amanda Serrano went so hard and was connecting with hard shots, and Katie Taylor was just fucking taking them and swinging back.
Yeah, she's Amanda's one that her training is unreal, bro. But now when she comes out of this, she's gonna get into a oh man, that's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, and not everybody needs to remember this. She went up 2 weight classes to fight this girl.
Ah,
There's weight
so that's
classes for there's weight classes
almost
for a
10 pounds.
reason.
Yep, yep, yep.
Okay, so you
yeah,
can't take shit away from Amanda Serrano because what she's gonna do now, what lit this fight just lit the biggest fire in her ass to become the undisputed featherweight. She's gonna
yeah.
continue. She's gonna whoop everybody out and have that title because she can, And then I think she could beat Katie Taylor for sure. You know.
Yeah,
We're
she just
gonna
went up. So 2 weight classes. That's what 8 to 10 pounds right there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Even
we're
maybe
gonna
maybe
try
12. Maybe.
Yeah.
we're gonna try to bring Big John on the chat one day, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes, and he can give us
That's her trainer.
yeah, he could give
For
us
those that don't know.
a little story on the training and stuff like that. Because Maddie, I used to work with her trainer,
Oh really?
so we go back a long time.
Wait, the big dude, the big bald dude,
Yeah, Big John. Yeah,
John. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo. I noticed that dude from the first time. I think it was from the Jake Paul fight,
yeah, yeah. He's
and
a
he was like
prick.
he almost got into the fight with the other guy's team, Tyron Woodley's
Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah. We go back a long time, bro, and we go back to Ridgewood,
Oh, okay,
and
nice.
yeah. So he's a real good dude, but he trains her like she's a beast, bro.
Hmm.
He
And
She
it's
is a
trains.
beast.
it's paying
She is a
dividends.
beast. She is a beast. She's a
You
beast.
tell
Her
that man
sister,
that
her
he's doing a
sister,
great job.
his wife, she's good too. I don't know.
Yeah,
She's older, right? She's older sister. I'm
Cindy,
not
yeah,
sure.
Cindy.
Yeah.
Listen, when I remember walking into the gym one time and he told me, "Yo, get in the ring, go ahead and spar with her," and I told him, "Get the fuck out of here, you stupid! Should have whooped my ass, bro. I
That is
ain't
some
catching
funny
that
I
shit.
was
L in the
19.
ring like that."
I was 19 when he was born.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh,
You
okay.
should definitely get him on, Nelson,
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
gonna I'm gonna shout out and see what's up. You know what I'm saying? See what if he could come on for a few minutes and just give us a rundown. Real cool cat, down to earth.
Yeah.
He's actually there's a video. I don't know if it's still on YouTube, and it's called "Behind the Velvet Rope." He used to be a bouncer back in the 80s, 90s in the club scene. Man, you got to see that. That shit is crazy.
Yeah,
I bet.
yeah. What about the? What do you think on the
Oh, there was another fight too. Men, 2 guys fighting.
Yeah, with Shakur Stevenson and Valdez?
Woo! Stevenson fucking put a clinic on last night, boy.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, yeah.
he was putting on a clinic so bad the ref had to yell at him because he was just like basically holding the dude's head and just like putting him where he wanted him to be. and he was like, "You got to stop doing that. You're leading him." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Yo, I don't know
Right.
what happened. I don't know.
Go ahead.
What?
What do you think about the? I seen a little shorts, and I don't know the name of the show offhand right now, but it's a black dude, lighter skinned black dude, and his co-host is a Latino dude. He wears a lot of baseball hats, and he puts the headphones over him, so it kind of looks all fucked up. But anyways, he brought up Usman, the MMA welterweight champ.
Yeah.
Okay, so he brought him up talking about, you guys are talking about Canelo, $170 million or $120 million he made in 3 fights, and you guys are pumping up for this guy, to fight him when they don't get no big paydays over there in UFC. I mean, I guess they make decent money, but I'm not really sure. To be honest with you, I don't know what they make, and I know a couple of them are complaining about the amount of money they make. The ones that are champions, like Big Francis, and Kamaru Usman, and then Conor McGregor already fought dude, and we got a couple other guys that are fighting MMA. But the fact is, do you really believe that you're going to step in from MMA to fight the fucking undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, middleweight champion, junior middleweight champion, and he's already got a light heavyweight title that he beat Kobolo for? You know what I mean? He's got a ton of fucking hardware, and and they're just making it sound like that's the fight to beat. You know what I'm saying? I know why they're doing it, because for the money. But you really think Canelo's going to go in there and fight you and put you on the? You think Canelo's going to put you on the map? But Canelo's not going to put him on the map like that just for that. He's getting paydays anyways. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I can see it happening eventually. If
I don't know if you remember when James Toney jumped in the MMA ring and wound up getting into it with Randy Couture, and Randy took him down within a couple of minutes and shit like that, dropped him. And so it's a difference, bro. If a boxer gets into the MMA field, he's gonna have problems. Same thing with an MMA guy. If he gets into the boxing,
100%.
Well, look at the jiu-jitsu guys. The jiu-jitsu guys are fucking killers, and they can't fucking. If you're just a one-dimensional fighter, a striker only, a guy like Khabib and a guy like Kobe, what's his name? Kobe, whatever. Yeah, and Kamaru Usman, they're gonna fuck you up. You know what I mean? You gotta just like Jorge Masvidal. Look at, he got fucked up a few times by wrestlers. You can't fuck with him. They're hell of a strikers, but they can't. I don't really like the wrestling part of it. I'd rather see a motherfucker fight. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's MMA though, mixed martial arts, everything, and so yeah, I'd rather see them on their feet and get it. You know what I mean? Yeah, slam here and there, but if you don't do something by say 30 seconds, 45 seconds, get them back up. Not no 5 minutes or whatever the fuck it is, 2 minutes.
They're just on the floor grappling. That shit, boring.
Yeah, because you could be on the floor the whole fucking round. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that shit. I want to see motherfuckers get their fucking
I don't want to see
faces
people
cracked.
hugging themselves on a dance floor, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Yeah, but like Maddie said earlier, there's weight classes for a reason. You could be a badass 130-pound motherfucker, bad as fuck, but you're not gonna get in there with a 270-pound fucking Francis and think and none of that shit's gonna work. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. So it is what it is. But that's the reason why, because you get in there with a real big guy, heavier, they're gonna hurt you, and people will be on the hook for it. So
imagine Tyson in his prime getting in the ring with Ken Shamrock or some shit. He would kill someone. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike was an absolute monster.
He's still a monster. He just whooped that guy's ass on the plane.
That was ridiculous. That guy was just hounding him on, just fucking with him. Crazy, man.
Leave Mike alone. They're gonna understand that the hard way. Mike is all right. Mike will be talking to you 1 minute and just go on the opposite. He'll snap. He'll go to that place real quick. I watched him do it on his hot boxing show.
I tell you what, bro. I did a gig one time and I did some security work, and it was for Mike Tyson. The dude is down to earth, cool as hell, bro. But he goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Because he had
you could say something
No, he don't play that shit.
And you could say something you could say something and I'll just trigger him all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And just,
yeah.
It could be something old from his past that. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it is
and
what
people know that about him. People know that about him, and they fuck with him. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Have y'all watched the hot boxing episode with the comedian? What's this guy's name? TK Kirkland.
No.
Go
No.
when you got time. Go to YouTube and
Nah,
put Hot Boxer Mike Tyson, T.K. Kirkland. T.K. Kirkland was talking about everything that's going on with people in society in general, and he referenced something to Mike like yeah, you're not like that. You're not like this. You're not like that. And Michael just snapped. He said, "Who the f are you to tell me who I am? This and this and that." And you can just
yep.
watch the color leave T.K. Kirkland's face. Watch his eyes get big, and he was just in shock. He didn't know what to say, but he downplayed it, and he was being polite. He was like, "No, no, no, this and that." And it took Mike a hot minute to get back, but you could just see the fear and everything in his expression. Like Mike just was just out of nowhere, just went there. It was
Yes,
like, "Who the hell
sir.
are you?"
That's like what
Yeah.
Lou. I mean, that's not Lou.
Yeah.
Code was talking about earlier. Remember, he said scare him with a look, bro. You could intimidate somebody just by looking at him. Like you could
Yeah.
switch the whole
Yeah.
mood by just looking at him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he went there, and it was just crazy how fast he went there.
That's for sure. You know what I mean? That's for sure. I know it works.
I don't know. Yo, so
Uh, yeah.
tonight was a good night with this chat, bro. The chat was jumping, stuff like that. But I want to put something out there real quick. I had, we before the show had two individuals that was coming on, which was Maddie and Code of the
Yes.
Streets. Okay, so on the no fly zone, what happens is we have one guy that takes care of talking and looking around. We got another guy that takes care of the chat and does his thing. And then we have Lou, and Lou's a historian with all kind of shit. So with that being said, when we invite someone, we have them on. We don't just take random people jumping on the chat. That's one thing I don't do, especially if I know it's to cause drama. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So Frank Drebin, of course, wanted to jump on the chat early, and I did not let him on because I knew what it was. It was to fight and argue. We're not doing that here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and
And
another thing is,
yep.
I want to show people in the chat that today we did something that we usually don't do, but we did it to basically make a point. This is what's going on in a lot of chat rooms, and if people don't like it, this is the way it is.
And Nelson, right? And for you to even be bringing that up, it just proves that this matter is growing and it needs to be addressed and
Yep.
stopped because it's everybody is talking. It's obviously
Yep.
on everybody's mind and everybody sees what's going on. It
Hmm.
needs to be addressed and handled. You
Yep.
know, and as you know, it's just it's nuts, dude. It
And
really is.
I want to do some apologies. I want to apologize to Buffalo Billy because he's actually Buffalo Billy. We all know what Buffalo Billy is, and I have a great deal of respect for Buffalo Billy. And sometimes my brother Chicago Muscle can get a little nutty with it, with the head cracking.
Yeah, he turns
And
into Dominic Toretto. That's what we're gonna say. When he goes crazy, we're gonna call him Dominic Toretto, like it's Fast and the Furious. Remember, he beat that guy almost to death with the wrench. That was his story. He said, "I almost
Yeah.
beat the guy and he couldn't stop." Yeah, so that's that's fucking Chicago when he has the wrenches. Just goes nuts. He loves to smack people. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. But I, I want us. We gotta have to come to some kind of understanding. I know we don't always have to like the same people or respect the same people, but there's certain people that are allowed in this chat that are friends of the chat, and I don't want them being smashed. I didn't catch it enough. I didn't catch it because if not, he would not been have timed out. And I got to get with my brother Chicago, and I know how he feels. Might not like somebody, brother, at the end of the day, but yeah, we actually decide what goes on in this chat. And Buffalo Billy's a friend. We actually communicate off of here.
Yeah, Buffalo, he's not
Look at
he's
what I
not
got.
rocking it like that.
What I got to say with that is that we made it clear. Look, you can come in here with your opinions, but if respect what we're asking. Don't attack people. If there's an issue you got with somebody, and that certain somebody has their own channel, you go address them over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he don't answer a certain content creator don't answer certain people when he's in, say, Angel's chat or here, because these chats are not about that. So we're not with all that conflict bullshit. So if you got an issue with somebody and they got their own channel, go address them over there. You know what I mean? And I'm asking that, and I'm saying that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? if you can't respect that, I mean, that's something little that we're asking. You know, if you can't respect that, that's pretty, pretty chicken shit. I'll just say it like that. You
Yep.
know, that might be harsh words, but I'm just, we shouldn't have to keep repeating this. You know what I mean? If you got an issue with somebody, go handle it over there. You know, simple as that.
Yeah,
I
because like I think that that's gonna wind up what's gonna be happening is some stuff is gonna get pulled again because at the end of the day, this is why I monitor the chat. I pretty much understand, and again, it goes back to there. You have some people that go to other content providers channels, and I have to respect that because I understand them. I'm not going to tell you who to support and who not to, but I understand that when they go over there, they're not indulging in a lot of the stuff that the other guys do, and those I know who they are, and I've seen it firsthand, and I witnessed it today in another content creator channel. He himself did a live. He's probably upset at it, but because he got pounded by Chicago because of what the differences they got going on between them. And I
yeah.
don't want that to do it. That has nothing. It's not about personal. You can't be a mod with personal feelings attached to it. It just does not work. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes, you definitely
Yeah.
got to. It's like going to work. It's honestly, if when you're a mod in somebody's chat, it's like a job. You got to go in there and leave that shit, your personal shit at home. You go
See,
do your fucking the 2 hours that you're in a stream. You just handle it like that. That's how I look at it.
yeah, when I modded to how the content creator wanted it. There was some channels, and I could admit it. I was quick on the trigger, but it's what they wanted. It was what they asked to do, and I did that. And then some is a lot more
Yeah.
lax and a lot more open, and you reserve that for special occasions, you know. But again, if you were timed out or hidden tonight, and if you're still in the chat, we will fix that, and we will address that on block tonight, and it won't happen again. I can't. It has to stop. I understand. You might feel a certain way. You might seen them in other chats and stuff like that, but not everybody that goes to those chats are actually fanatics. They actually go over there for entertainment. They don't indulge in that mob mentality. You know.
Yeah.
And I
My,
also understand the whole aspect to the troll. See, not everybody understands the troll game. There are different levels to it. It took me a while to understand it. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Morio said his dad hit him with a plumber's wrench one time.
I seen that. I seen that. Yo, I like. Yo, I like what
Yeah.
Queen of Bean says when she just said some of the chats have gotten to the point where people are too comfortable being disrespectful.
Yeah.
That
You're
a
absolutely right.
hundred per fucking percent, hundred
Yeah.
and 100%.
And the way I feel about that is, if even if the content creator says, he don't believe in, don't block people. At some point, though, you got to take a stance, bro. You can't let people just talk shit and call people all kinds of names. Like, you guys, everybody knows I'm pretty strong because Chicago said somebody called him a punk earlier. I didn't see it, and I asked him who called you that because I'm really against somebody using those words. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Especially in that sense because there's not a
Yeah.
real beef issue going on for somebody to be called that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely just like my brothers here, and I know you are too, Manny. Don't call nobody a rat or a child molester without no paperwork. All that
Yeah.
shit goes all in the same category with me. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like I said, at some point, like I seen people come in there, like Carlos said, he's big on people using imposters, fake names and avatars. I see somebody go in another chat with his face and didn't even say shit about it. You know what I mean? And that shouldn't be tolerated.
Yeah.
Especially they were, it was done in a shit talking fashion. You know what I mean? So
So this is
I hit him. I hammered him with the wrench, and that's the first time I ever did that.
I'm gonna put this one
you
up.
know?
I'm gonna put this one up for Minnesota. Minnesota Fats. Yeah, it's a shame because if Chicago and Lefty worked it out, there would be 60 people here now, and Lefty could go on later, just get work together, work it out. It's fixable. You're absolutely right. It's fixable. But what happens is when you got two people clashing their heads together and just going at it, it's not there's nothing gonna happen until they sit down and actually talk about it
Yeah.
Right.
outside
And
of the
and
YouTube arena.
and there's yeah, and there's a lot of people there's people that are not helping the situation that are close
No, not at
by.
all. Not
Okay?
at all.
Jesus Christ. Like everybody knows who the fuck he is, man. I mean, come on. Come on. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
that.
you know
That's a
what? I
big
think
problem. That's a big problem.
yeah, it's an issue. I know what you're saying too.
Yes, yes. I don't want to
I
hurt
know
no
what you're saying.
feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yep.
really don't feel like I have no ill feelings like towards that person. Like personally, it's just for
Yeah.
what's going on right now. He's like basically, I'm gonna say it like this: he's bad for business. Seriously,
Right.
he is bad for
Right.
business and thinks that he's not. That's another thing. The guy thinks that he's not, like he's almost like intelligent or some shit. And it's like, come on, dude, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
Please stop, man. Just stop. And it's kind of like, just really cringy sometimes.
Yeah. And my issue with that particular person, there's certain things that are leading back to him,
Yeah.
and it's one of the reasons why I feel the way I feel, and
Ooh,
it
yep.
has to be respected, and I know you're gonna have some that are mad, and but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
Right. Correct.
But
Oh yeah.
they're gonna definitely gonna have we're gonna have to rearrange this rent situation, and it gets to the point if you feel that you don't have to be here anymore. But yeah, I can't allow that. I don't like to see all the pounding, all the pounding, all the pounding. We don't rock like that. We just don't.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
Who?
like Minnesota just said. Minnesota just called it up. JC is watching, and he was in Lefty's chat, ready to exploit the crap, but Lefty put medic on and killed JC's gaslighting.
There you go.
You see how JC is. JC's going around doing his little bullshit, his little
Yes.
doorknob thing,
Told you.
and he's trying to push the narrative of all this bullshit. And it's like I said, I've seen that dude went at me one time, bro, for me making a joke with Lou. And I remember
Yeah.
Lou called him out
Because I
on
was
it and
doing
said,
this. I was doing this. I was doing this. I was doing
"Yep,
this. Yeah.
yep." I said, "Lou,
Looking at
stop
the phone.
falling asleep."
Yeah.
And homeboy went at me. I didn't say nothing, but Lou went at him, and so did Tom LaVecchia. And that right there,
Yeah.
that gave me, a little bit with Tom. I gave him his props for that.
Yeah.
See,
Yep.
like Yankees for life. Yankees was actually timed out because he said hello. I'm sure Maddie will address that situation. We've experienced that tonight, and
Damn,
it's not.
what did, I'm like confused. Can you remind me? Like, what day was this? When, yeah, what show did this happen on? Which one of my shows? Did he get timed out?
If you want Yankees for life, Nelson, drop a link.
Yeah, Yankees.
Yes, Yankee, we dropping a link, my brother. You could get on and explain yourself better than the text.
Do you know
Yeah.
what he's talking about
Now this
specifically,
link is
Carlos?
for Yankees,
No, I,
please.
I, I don't know, but yeah, I don't. So this is why I want him to jump on and
You
tell
know
us
what could have
exactly.
happened though? What could have happened was the same thing that happened to me when I went on codes. Remember when you came
You
on
said a
code?
couple.
They timed me out on code of the streets, and code he didn't have a wrench. He didn't have nobody in there, so they timed me out and about two or three other people.
Damn. Because there's only a few. I don't. There's only like what, two or three wrenches in my on my channel. I think. Yeah. So I don't.
He said a
Yeah.
couple of. He said a couple of days ago, but I told him to come on if he can. He might be at work right now because he works. He works 2 weeks or a week days, and then he works two. He might have a week or two off, and then he works 2 weeks a week or something like that.
Yeah.
Graveyard. So he's all over the place.
Oh, okay.
But I told him come on if you can, and Nelson already dropped the link. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom, you're absolutely right.
yeah, that's what I was telling him right now. Oh well, no, I didn't see that one. I've had wire worn on me and all that, so I got personal
Uh,
problems with actual lying. Yep, that happened to me too, Kingdom. I had a guy wear a wire on me, lie about everything. He played the cops and he played me because he told them that I was charging a certain amount of money for a certain amount of stuff, and they gave him $100 extra than what I was asking, and then he even gave me an extra 20 on accident, and had the nerve to call me that night talking about, hey, did I give you an extra 20? And I'm like, nah, but he did, right? And I told him no. So the cops lied because they say they searched the guy before they sent him in, and when he comes back from making the control buy, he gives him what he got from me, and then he gets searched again. So where the hell he put that extra $80 at? I mean, Did he put it where the sun don't shine? He could have, but I know he never been to the pin or nothing like that, so I don't think he would do that. He might have put it in the shoe, and they might have just patted him. I don't know, but he played both sides, and the fact that he didn't even have a case, bro. He was working with the cops already when I happened to run into him one day at a store at Home Depot, and then he started talking to me, and like I said, his sister was with my cousin, and so when I told him, well, how'd you get my number? This is a few weeks later. He goes, I got it from your aunt. So I didn't think none of it because his sister was with my cousin, and his mom, he said, gave her the number. So anyway, it was a fucked up situation. They ended up getting me back on probation, and then they gave me a year in the county, and then that probation got violated. I got 4 years for the probation violation, and then I'm going back to prison back in 2006. So, I mean, I can't blame it on him that I end up getting myself wrapped up in stuff later, but if that didn't happen, then who knows? I might have never went back to prison all these years. Who knows? I don't know. Can't really call that, but it was I mean, most of the time people are working off something they got, a case, so they don't have to go to jail. But this asswipe wasn't even doing that. He was just working with the cops to work with the cops. I mean, that's got to make it more fucked up. And then when the cops tell you on the stand, my attorney said, well, how much money did he make? They said they gave him $60 to do it. They reimbursed him one time for something that he didn't even give me cash for, and he told him he gave me $120. He gave me a jacket, a brand new jacket. You know what I mean? I didn't really want it, but I felt sorry for the dude, and I gave him the thing. And it was a nice jacket, and I gave it to a guy that worked for me. He ended up getting like a total of 120, 80, and 60. So what is that? $260 to rat me out? Fucking crazy, man. Insane.
That is fucking
crazy. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
That's not.
I had a rat. My rat wore a wire on me in the car. I just thank God that the wire was on him, because when he got out the car, I had told my partner, my co-defendant in the case, what I was going to do to the guy when the job was over. And I thank God that the car wasn't wired, because the last thing you want to do is have that on your case. My charges would have had me in there for 20 if it would have been on conversation recorded. Yeah.
And that was a funny thing too. When I went to go see my attorney, he got the tapes and all that, and I'm listening to myself on the fucking wire while this asswipe is talking to me, and I'm like, man. And I kept asking him on the tapes too, like, where'd you come from? Why are you just walking up? And he goes, oh, my coworker's down the street parked. He didn't want to be seen. Oh yeah, because he was a fucking police, motherfucker. Crazy.
Wow.
But I asked him like 3 times on the wire. I asked him 3 times on the wire. Why? I kept asking him why, because I was trying to see if he would give me a different story. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. But I never would dawn that he would have dawned on me that he did that. It is what it is.
Yo, bro, like you said, it is what it is, because a lot of people get caught out there, with people freaking ratting on them. Same thing. We all got, but everybody on his panel, I think, got caught with somebody wearing a wire or rat. That shit don't fly with me, bro.
Rats.
That shit don't fly with me.
But yeah,
and like I said, I had kind of explained myself earlier about how that all that transpired with me and that fucking dude over there. What they call him, helmet. Anyways, and I don't know what it was, bro. I guess because I knew what happened with me, and I was trying to deal with my own situation, and it was me thinking I was growing as a person, as a civilian now, and not into that life no more of crime and this and that. But no, man. Like I said, I consider myself that I made a mistake because I knew better than that. You know what I'm saying? I knew better than that, and it shows now with everything that's been going on. It's a big mistake on my part, and it won't happen again. I'll tell you that.
You won't. You learn from it. This is why I chose, when I came into this thing, use my first name, use my last, be open about everything, and at no time make any kind of affiliation with them. Because at the end of the day, they don't change their lives; they change their stories. They can't stop being who they are.
Right. Yeah. Look what queen of the meme said, because she said earlier that people are working with the police in California on payroll without a case just for the money because they know someone. And then I told her, yeah, exactly, that happened to me in Sacramento County here in California. And then she messaged back, it happens in LA too. You'd be shocked at the people doing that. Some of them are high in society and are hiding things by snitching on lower level people.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it.
Queen
I
of
believe
Mean. I
it.
knew I liked you. I knew I liked you.
Yep.
Bro,
Yep.
She knows
sister,
her
it's
So
like I
you
shit.
know what?
said, man.
To be honest with you guys, there's some of you guys probably already know this. Uh, there's ways for you to rat somebody and for it never to come out. Like for example, when you get released from the jail on your OR, right, or by the judge, there's a paper that you got to sign when you get released that says that you're subject because they're letting you out, even though you're not even fucking found guilty yet. That you're now searchable because they're letting you out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Which that's bullshit. I don't understand how you're not even found guilty. How that's even like that's even
Shit.
allowed. So when you
Uncle
get out,
Zio.
Uncle Zio, what's up, man?
Uncle
So when you
Zio,
get out,
you can jump on, Uncle Zio. We gotta change the mood. We need some laughs.
yeah, give us some laughs. So when you get out, you're searchable. So when you tell on them and they know that, because I know of somebody that happened to, that they don't even have to say that. Oh, when they say, well, did anybody tell? Well, who was it on the stand? They can say, oh, well, they were released and therefore they signed this paper saying that they can get searched. But they had other information that they're using that as the I don't know what word to use for that, but you guys follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they use their bullshit in their favor all the fucking time. These police, DAs, and shit, man.
You know
So
how that works.
that definitely needs to be pushed back on too. You know what I mean?
Zio,
Yeah,
get the
I
fuck
think
over
so.
here now.
Zio, get on the link, Uncle Zio.
I
Tell
don't
us
care how
about your
much wine
special
you
sauce.
have. I
Yeah.
don't care how much wine you had tonight. You old
He's
bastard.
gonna come on to my. What did you say, Maddie? You jerk off.
Yes, yeah.
Yo, I think,
I'm over
you
here
know
in my
what, Lou? I
underwear.
think he said, not tonight, fellas. The wife is sleeping.
We
If I
still
wake
love you,
her
Uncle
up,
Zio.
then I gotta talk to her.
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah.
Zio rock.
I thought he was gonna
Nah,
say I'm outside in my underwear washing down my driveway.
damn.
Nah, but Maddie, y'all got a good chemistry, the three of y'all.
Hey,
Oh my
man.
God, y'all crack me up.
Thank you.
It's so.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, let me stop. I'm gonna start dropping some links.
Definitely, definitely, man. I
No, I
think, you know what,
appreciate that,
Lou?
man.
What
Thank
got
you.
me? When I got caught up, bro, watching the government witness taking
on
pictures
the
at a
on the
hotel
Facebook.
on
Yeah,
Facebook, bro. That shit irritated the shit out of me, bro. I mean, I was tripping with that one. I was like, damn.
yeah. And then like me, this cat that did that to me, he disappeared for a while again, and then all of a sudden he pops up. I never seen him, but one time I seen him like driving away from a distance, and I was told that was him. But he was like all of a sudden he started hanging out with some lady that was doing dope, and she was using him, and he was going around buying it. And I was telling these people like, what are you doing? Fuck with this dude. That money's that good to you that you're gonna put yourself in the line to possibly get told on? I go, look what this is what he's about, and I showed him the court, the court testimonies and all that by the undercover on the stand. It's like they would never say his name if he wasn't about this. You kidding me? He'd get sued big time. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I didn't understand that, man. And then like his sister who was with my cousin, like I said, their kids. One of the kids is like 19 now, so they've been together a while. And it's like anytime like anything would used to come up about that, they would try to sugarcoat it. There ain't no sugarcoating that shit. There ain't no sugarcoating that shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Nah, it is what it is, bro. These motherfuckers, they just
Adama Productions is back. Good to see you, buddy.
you,
Just
What up,
you,
drop
man?
the link.
yo, and just to let the people know, we don't have nobody blocked, bro, at all.
You checked it? You checked it?
Yeah, I checked it, bro. There ain't nobody blocked. None of our subscribers that are good people.
I'll be right
Nah,
back.
it's Buffalo Billy's mad. He got every reason to be mad. I
Yeah,
understand that, but I promise you, this is not gonna happen again. And all due respect to Chicago Muscle, we're not
yeah,
doing
yeah,
that,
yeah.
fools. We're not doing that here. I pretty much know who's who, and it's gonna run that way.
Yeah, because some of the things that were being blocked, there was nothing personally said there, attacked or nothing.
No, it's because they were seen
You
in
know.
other chats, and I'm not doing that. I know which ones on with the chats are good people and who are not.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you know already what you got to do. I'm not.
Make sure you
You know,
block Pebbles, 8,762 accounts. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Pebbles 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was the funny thing. Pebbles kept getting blocked and would come back as Pebbles 2. Got blocked, came back as Pebbles 3. Like, if you're gonna be smart about it, why
Yeah.
not just change the avatar real quick to a different name to come back? Like you didn't like
Yep.
everybody's gonna know it's you. You keep using the same name, Pebbles.
Yep. Yep.
Bro, I've used the same account always. And the only thing I changed was my name I dropped my last name off, right? And the only reason that was like that because I didn't even know that I could do that. You know what I mean? I figured it out. But if you block me, oh fucking well, I'm not gonna go make another account. I'm not with that shit. You
Nah,
know?
bro,
Everybody
listen,
go
I,
subscribe to Assassino Dorati's channel, Adam of Productions channel, Maddie Marinara channel. The links are in the description. Go give them a like and subscribe.
Yeah, Mobland, all those Mobland, Adam. Yeah, you said Adam of Productions. Mobland, I seen a couple of his today. Had me cracking up, man. Also, Gunners Collective, Gunners Profiles, Dank and Drankin, I Talk, Latin Pain, and a lot of them.
yep. Yep.
Uncle Zio says Chicago needs a gummy. What the fuck?
A gummy?
A gummy, like a fucking weed gummy. Like a
Oh,
THC gummy. Get all
Yeah.
fucking
yeah.
mellowed out.
Oh damn.
Fucking Zio. You can tell he's been drinking. Old bitch.
You're welcome, Assassino Dorati. I like your work.
But no, I feel you, Carlos, with what you're saying. Like, you can't just like I said, leave that shit at home. Leave that shit at home.
Chicago knows I keep it a buck, but he gets on hammer time and it just hammer everybody, and I just can't deal with that because there's a few like getting back to Buffalo Billy. Whether you like him or not, I rock with Billy, and you can't. Billy comes in here, Billy throws me kisses. It's his form of trolling. I don't take it personally because I know him. I actually conversate with him, so I know he's upset. He even texts me. He even let me know how upset he is, and I understand that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have that. I'm sorry. And if you feel offended and because your rent gets pulled, I just cannot have that. You can't just pound everybody because you don't agree with what they said and stuff like that. I know, trust me, I know who's the bad people. I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in here that are on other channels that we don't associate with no more or never have, some of us. And I don't know that, the only thing I don't like we already said it, don't be over, if we're brought up and people are clowning, don't join the laughter. If you're not going to come over and say, hey, man, something was said about you, Lou, and I started laughing, man, I couldn't help it. I respect that a little bit more than you just, oh, he's fat or he's this or he's cockeyed and his chin looks like balls or whatever the fuck that dumb fuck was saying. And then you laugh in the chat with emojis and then you come over here and fuck all that, man. But
Uncle Zio's drinking wine and he started watching Ozark.
looking for Nelson. Look for Nelson in there.
Yo, Scott Bell, what up, man?
Scott
Bell watches fights too. Scott, would you think Amanda got robbed last night, or do you think it should have been a draw? What do you think, Scott? And what do you think about the Shakur fight?
I don't think there's anything to think about that fight. He just he handled his business. There was no ifs, ands, buts about that.
That was nice to watch, bro.
He took his belt. He took it. Now he unified the belt. He's the WBO and the WBC now.
Yep. And yo, did you see afterwards? Did you see afterwards the fight that broke out?
No.
Yes, after the fight, bro. Shakur's doing a post-fight conference, right?
Yeah.
He's sitting there, they're asking him questions, and all of a sudden you hear people start arguing, and he fucking literally drops his belt and starts booking it towards the door. Somebody was disrespecting his mother, and it started a whole brawl in the lobby of the place, bro. Yup, right after the fight.
So let me ask you this, since you're pretty well versed in boxing. Okay, you watched the Triple G Canelo fights?
Yeah.
You watched them both?
Yes. When was the last? Wait, when was the last one?
Shit, the last one was
that was
about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Easy. Yeah, the last one. The second one, Canelo beat him. The second one, the first one I didn't watch it all the way through, but people weren't happy with the draw. But now they're saying that, oh, I read a few different places and seen that, oh, he's running from Triple G. How is he running from Triple G?
Yeah, because
Triple G's
they're
still at
talking about
one.
a third fight. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he's still at 160, and Canelo's already went up and took all the belts in the 168, and he took a belt in 175 already. You know what I mean? They're not even in the same division, and you know, and Triple G don't want to come up and wait. So, you know, why does he got to drop off? You know what I mean? And especially now, I seen Triple G's last fight. He won, but he's not the same fighter. He's older now, and it's showing. I mean, he won,
You're right.
but there's no way that Triple G is gonna beat Canelo. Canelo's in his prime, man, because he started so young. You know, he's in his prime at 30, whatever he is now, 32, 31, 32.
Yeah. Hey, Zio, keep talking shit. I'm gonna fucking flush your life alert down the toilet. How about that?
Life alert. I've fallen and I fell on my wine bottle.
Yeah, for real. I'll fucking put NyQuil in your wine, bitch.
Wow.
Have Zio around the house. Have Zio around the house on that lean, looking real fucked up.
Oh shit! One round winner has to power wash the driveway.
So
But, yeah,
you guys think Yankee said he's at work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
see
know.
it.
I'm pretty sure you've seen that.
But he said to tell Matty he's good. He's okay. Matty will check it out when he gets.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. Yo, Zio, do you remember Yankees for Life getting not banned, but timed out on one of our shows? Do you remember somebody timing him out? I mean, Zio probably don't fucking know what even that means. I don't even know why I asked him. I don't even know why I asked that. I just
me
wasted.
versus Matty. Me versus Matty. One round. The winner has to power wash the driveway, but he didn't put nothing about being in the drawers.
Yeah, right. Thank God. Nobody want to see that shit. Canelo had to pay the judges in the first GGG fight, Triple G fight. You think so, Carlos? What do you think, Carlos?
I don't know about him paying. The problem is that some of these judges they're biased. They're not straight down the line as far as just like judges in the justice system. You know, they got their favorites too, man, and they don't you know, they don't keep it 100, man, and just judge it the way it's supposed to be judged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I believe a lot of that has to do with a lot of it, you know. And I wouldn't necessarily say Canelo paid. You know, it could have been somebody from the WBC. It could have been, you know, because he's in pretty good. Certain fighters get in good with these promotions, not promotions, but with the governing bodies like WBC. The WBC is out of Mexico, right? You know, so like Chavez and Canelo, all these guys are real good with that family that own that WBC. I think Marcos, how you said Salaman. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. You know what I mean? The same thing with the WBA. I believe they're out of Mexico as well. So, you know, sometimes they can, you know, like Don King, he could influence things. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, he was the most powerful promoter at that time. You know, so it just depends. You know.
Where is Don King at, man? Where the fuck he at? Hanging out with Zio?
He's an old man. He's old. He's old, man. He's probably, you know, he's enjoying all that money he stole and all that money he made. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, he stole all that money he stole. Goddamn.
I'm here, General. I'm just dropping links.
Yeah, man. He stole a lot of money from Tyson. He stole a lot of money from Trinidad. He stole a lot of money. There's a lot of guys he took a lot of money from.
Yo, there's a UFC, I think this weekend. No? Coming up? Yeah, UFC 274. Yep.
Who is it? Is it at...
Alex Oliveira is fighting Justin Gaethje for the lightweight belt. And then Rose Namajunas is fighting... so I don't know the other girl's name for that belt, for their bantamweight women's belt. Donald Cerrone's fighting on that card.
Donald Cerrone's still fighting?
Yep. And then Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson is fighting on that card also.
That's a rematch, huh?
Yep.
Ain't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Tony Ferguson is tough, man, but he's kind of falling off in the mental department.
Yes. And that's from taking all them beatings, man. That shit ain't healthy.
Yeah.
That shit will start to wear on you.
I want to shout out to my Yankees. My New York Giants. They had an awesome draft. I'm very proud of the picks.
Yeah.
That was the problem. That was the problem with a lot of the Puerto Rican fighters back in the 70s and in the early 80s. Man, they once they became champions and shit, they didn't train hard no more. They got into the party scene and doing a lot of dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of them: Rosario, the Camacho, Benitez, Gomez, all them guys.
Fucking Camacho, man.
I
Damn.
mean, there ain't no excuse for it. I'm just saying. Just imagine those guys with the experience, with not the experience, but with the tools they were gifted with and all that. If they were clean, you know, and taking it serious, how much better they would have been. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still got to give it to Camacho though. Chavez hit him with everything, and that guy wouldn't go down. You know what I mean? He was battered, beat up pretty good.
You seen Anderson Silva beat Chavez Jr.?
Nah, when?
Yeah, they're in a boxing match. Anderson Silva. Yep.
Really?
Yes, sir.
See, he's complete opposite of his dad. This kid don't take shit serious. You know, once he became somewhat of a headliner, and you know, he had a decent record, 25-0 or whatever he was. He started, you know, doing some, I don't know what to even call it. You know, smoking weed. I think he got a belt strip for smoking weed, or he might have not even got. He got suspended. I know that for sure. But that's like the kid too, Benavidez, David Benavidez. He's a 2-time WBC super middleweight champion, and both times he got the belt stripped. Once for testing positive for cocaine, and the second time for not making weight. You know, and now he wants to complain that Canelo this, Canelo that. It's like, dude, if you didn't fuck up on your own behalf, you fucked up on yourself twice. If you didn't do that, you would have been the WBC champion, and it would have been no problem making the fights. Now, you know what I mean? So there's no fucking accountability taken there. Oh yeah, King Dom Chavez was a certain cartel. What's the name? Chapo's from the same state, Sinaloa, as a Chavez. They love that dude. Yeah, I don't see Canelo losing too either anytime.
Yeah, Scott, what do you think? Like, who do you got if Usman and Canelo box?
Canelo all day.
All right, that's
no
what
way.
I take Canelo.
No way. There's no way because what's his name is a wrestler. He was a state champion in wrestling, in collegiate wrestling, right? He's barely learning how to, he's barely putting his boxing game together, you know?
Yes. Yep.
This guy's been fighting professionally since he was 15, and he's 32 now, 33, 31, whatever he is, and he's getting better and better,
When did Mayweather fight Canelo?
It was 2013 or 2014. It was 2013 because I was in the pen and I got out that time. I got out February of 2014, so it had to be in 13.
Okay. Scott Bell says Canelo all day and night and next week.
Yeah.
Hey, Vito, you have a great night, man.
Yeah. Vito says Benavidez may give Canelo a good one though. Yeah, he might give him a good one, but he's been dropped already too, so I could see him getting sat on his ass.
Oh shit! Totally misread that.
You know what the problem is nowadays though? A lot of these dudes are becoming champions at 12 fights, 15 fights, 18 fights, and they're already world champion.
What's good with that?
There's a lot of them like that.
Like the kid that just fought Shakur, right?
Lomachenko, huh?
Like the dude that just fought Shakur. Didn't he come up like he only had 17 fights or some shit? Or when did he become the champion? They said he was like 4 fights or some shit like that. They were saying.
Lomachenko became the champion like 4 fights into his career. Lomachenko, he had a big amateur though. He had like 400 fights in the amateurs.
Damn.
So they said, with his experience, because he's a world. Not only is he a boxer, he's also a ballet. I want to say he's in ballet, I think. Something with dancing.
I've heard that ballet shit with these guys. Yep. Who the fuck was just saying something like that? I don't know. Yo, what did you think? What did you guys think about the Burns and Chimaev fight? Real quick.
Burns and Chimaev.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a good fight. I don't think Chimaev got exposed because he really ain't. Burns is a tough guy. You know what I mean? I think Burns Burns is a very tough guy. He was ranked second. He's already fought. I think he fought Usman already too, didn't he? He got beat. I
Yeah, he
believe.
got beat.
I think Chimaev at only 4 fights into a UFC career and 10 fights overall, 11 fights overall. It just showed that he's a tough dude. But to try to fight like that the way he did with Burns against Usman or even Covington, I don't think it's gonna work in his favor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah, me too. I think they should fight again. I would like to see a 5-round fight though. Let it go another 2 rounds.
Right.
Both,
See,
both
that's
of
what
those
I didn't.
boys,
Yeah.
the heart was about to come out. Both of those boys were about to have to pull them shovels out and really let's see who really got that shit. And because look at them both at the end of that fight, bro. They were fucking like not exhausted, but they were just like, God damn, like that was crazy. Imagine 2 more rounds.
Right. I think 2 more rounds. I think Burns would have got him. Only because
Chimaev was just walking in.
Yeah. Not only that, Chimaev hasn't fought. You don't have experience. Usually he ends the fights quick. You know.
Queen Amin, you have a good night.
Good night, Queen of
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah, gents, I
Good
think
night,
we're
Queen
gonna
Amin.
shut this one down. I gotta do
All right.
some little errands.
I know. I'm telling you, these streams, they just go, bro. I'm telling you, by the time you look up in that left-hand corner, that shit'll say 4 hours, 3 hours. You like,
Yep.
damn, how we get here?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It was great, though. I really appreciate you letting me on.
No doubt, bro. No doubt.
I had a great time.
Matty, you know you're always welcome over here, my brother.
Definitely.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
You fellas have a great night. I'm out of here.
Definitely.
You as
my
well.
brother.
All right.
Chat.
You
I
too.
want to thank
See you later.
everybody
See you
for
tomorrow.
stopping by the No Fly Zone.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Well, guys, it was a good one today, man.
Yep.
Very nice having the gentleman on. And hopefully we'll be back on Wednesday.
Good night, Carol Mahal, Vito Faiello, the Queen Amin, Kingdom, Scott Bell, Carol Mahal, always a pleasure, Uncle
night,
Zio, and everybody who's shown up tonight. Nelson, if anything, we'll end this and then do a private link so we can have a conversation.
Definitely, my brother. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out with today's intro. All right, guys, you guys have a good night. Gentlemen, you stay on and we'll go from there. Peace.
Sir. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by. As always, thanks for the support. We love y'all.